What is going on, everybody? We are back in the house, Rajay, of course, with Todd. Hopefully, you guys are having a good Thursday and ready to kick back, toss one back, and see what we get into tonight. Todd, how are you doing, my friend?
Doing good. Ready for a beer. Ready for the weekend. As you said, as we was talking earlier, it seems like this week has just kind of been dragging on. So, ready for the weekend.
Always ready for a beer too. Yeah, the weekend, without a doubt. And I was just telling you, I feel like this has been a longer week than usual. So I don't know why. Maybe because I worked a full week and I haven't gone in like 3 weeks.
That's what I was just gonna say. It's probably because you actually have been going to work 5 days this week.
This 40 hours is kicking my ass this week. So.
Yeah, siesta time's over, big boy. It's over.
Yeah. One of my colleagues, he told me, I was like, yeah, I'm off tomorrow. Me and one of the other guys on our team, they took off. They're going to go golf at one of the. I was like, son of a bitch, why didn't I take off tomorrow? Like,
slipping.
I need to get out there and start golfing at some point, though. I need to get back into it. I don't think I've golfed in like maybe 2.5 years or so, or it's been a while. Yeah. And clubs just sitting there in the garage. So,
yeah, might as well put them to use.
I find it to be pretty relaxing myself, so I like to get out there and play when I can. But a lot of times we put too much pressure on ourselves. We don't get out there and enjoy life, and we need to do that. That's for sure.
I used to play a lot, and I haven't really played that much in the last couple of years. Not as much as I would have liked to, but yeah, I'm planning on trying to get out more this year.
Yeah, I say that like the last couple of years. It's like, I didn't get out there that much. So, yeah, which if I did like half days for work, I'd have plenty of time for sure. I mean, I have like Kuna 2 doesn't have 35 days a year to take. So, imagine cut some of those in half. I mean, sometimes you're out for a week for vacation or whatever, but even if you had like 20 days, half of that, you got 40 days, you were taking half days to go golf or whatever. So,
yeah, I can't beat that. Shoot, I thought I was doing good with, let's see, what I have, 4 weeks, I think.
Yeah. So, yeah, our company was pretty good about that. When you start off new, you get 23 out of the gate. So, and then you can carry 5 a year, so you can build up a buffer. And then after like 5 years there, you're at 28. So then you get up to like 35. And there's people that have more that have been there longer than I have. But yeah, so it's nice to have those days.
Yeah, no kidding. So you could work a 4-day work week all year long then.
If I did it right, yeah. 1 year I did I did a 4-day work week for like the last 3 months of the year. I think from like October through December, I was only working 4 days a week to get my days off the calendar. So
you about did that last year, didn't you?
Yeah,
like December, you worked like 4 days in December or something like that. counting Christmas and New Year's.
Yeah, I'd have to work a 4-day work
anyway.
Week from, I think it was like the week of Thanksgiving or week before Thanksgiving. I'd have to work a full week the rest of the year. So, and some of those days, some of those weeks had extra days in there too. So it made it nice. I'm not, above taking off work when I need to.
No.
Shout out to Vanessa in the house. Cheers, Vanessa. Good to see you as well, my friend.
What's up, Vanessa?
Shout out to Jimmy in the house, Cuff and Stuff Barbecue. What is going on, brother? Good to see you.
What's up, Jimmy?
And wait till you see this week's video. Looking forward to seeing that. And if y'all don't know Jimmy over at Cuff and Stuff Barbecue, check him out. The stuff that he's making. He's doing some great stuff there. He did. What did I watch last time he just did? I think it was something he had smoked, and it was really good. So, Zippy's in the house. What is going on? Good to see you, my friend. Cheers as well.
What is up?
And so this week we're actually doing something a little different. I'm actually streaming this on YouTube and Twitter as usual, but instead of Facebook, it's actually on Twitch. So just kind of seeing how the Twitch actually works out. And so I take a look at that. And I think I'm going to build that channel up again over there on Twitch. I haven't done much with it, but I looked at it. I got a few followers, and I'm like, maybe I should start doing this. And Facebook is good as well, but, we'll see. Going to mix it up a little bit. And see how it goes. No, not at all. And speaking of trying, I'm going to try to crack open this beer right now. And not even going to try. I'm going to crack open. I was
going to say.
another one of these Goosewood Goosewood. God.
Goodwood.
Goodwood goes to ale. Hemp goes to ale. That it's pretty decent. Have you seen these down there since you're right outside Louisville? The hemp goes to ale yet?
To be honest with you, I've not looked for them. Usually, I'm in the past, I've not been a big fan of Goodwood, I should say.
Yeah. Well, I would say they've been hit and miss for me as well. So
yeah. So honestly, they may be. I'll have to look to see if they have them next time I go in. But I haven't looked. So to be honest with you, I don't. Usually when I see Goodwood, I don't even look that close at them to see what they are.
It's the only Goodwood that's not good for you.
Right. The only Goodwood that's bad.
Yeah. Cheers to Chester. What is going on down at Oak Ridge? What's happening, my friend? Just getting started here. And Chester and everybody else, if you guys are drinking something, make sure to let us know what you're drinking there in the chat as well, so we can talk about those beers too.
So I'm gonna pop open.
What's up, Rod?
Hi-Wire.
Ooh, which Hi-Wire you got there?
The Mexican hot chocolate 10W40.
Oh, that's a good 10W40. Anything 10W40 for them.
Haven't tried. Have you tried this one?
I think I did try that one before. My phone is charged. I don't have it right in front of me, but I think I did have that version as well. But I think it was maybe one from last year or the year before.
Okay. So I think it. Let's see. They don't have the date on the can, but I think this one just came out in our area a week or so ago. I think it was a couple weeks ago, maybe. But it's an imperial stout with chocolate, vanilla, cinnamon, Pasilla, and Carolina Reaper peppers.
Yeah, Carolina Reaper. Let me tell you about Carolina Reaper, because I may do a video on the food channel, whatever. I don't know if I'm going to taste it out, but so the wife on Amazon decided to get Carolina the sauce. She wanted like a hot sauce because she knows like hot sauce and stuff, and I like hot sauce more than she likes it. So she thought she was getting this Carolina Reaper sauce that she saw on Amazon and thought it'd be a good one to actually get. She thought it would be like Carolina barbecue, right? Vinegary. I'm like, no, you really don't know what a Carolina Reaper is.
No, you're right.
She can't take any heat whatsoever for the most part. So I tried this sauce and I put the sauce on, I forgot what it was, on something when we got it a few weeks ago. One drop of this sauce is enough to blow your hat off your head. I mean, this stuff is hot. It is hot. And so I mess with it from time to time here. I actually had some nacho chips last night and some salsa that was kind of a mild and a medium I put together. So let me put a couple drops of hot. I'm talking about a couple drops, like just 2 drops into the thing, and the whole bowl felt like fire. So I'll share that maybe on the food channel, what sauce I'm talking about. But I'm like, that should be a challenge right there. See how much you can get through a certain amount of that sauce. Like, can you do a teaspoon of this sauce, and how long would it take for you to actually have to need something to drink? Because I can tell you, a couple drops, and I'm like, do we got milk in the house? Do we have anything? Yeah, it's hot.
No kidding.
And it's called Reaper sauce. I looked at the ingredients today. It was Carolina Reapers, vinegar, and salt. That's it. So it's straight.
That vinegar will kick it to the next level too.
Yeah. And I'm like, why would somebody make this? Why? I mean, there's no purpose to like go out there and burning out people's mouths over this stuff. But yeah, I'll share that one. I think it is from Carolina. So it was just so funny. She's like, oh, I thought it'd be like Carolina bar. Like, no, not at all. And me being the guy that is in the house, it's like, I don't want to throw it away because it's here. So I keep, once in a while, I'll take a drop or 2 and put it in something. I regret it. Because as soon as I take a bite, it's like you get that bead on the back of your neck from the sweat, and you got it coming from the forehead as well. And it's just like, why am I doing this?
At least she should thank you for at least telling her what it was, because you could have been that guy and been like, oh yeah, go ahead, and then watch your head just blow off. Because
she would have been saying words.
You'd have been sleeping outside. So speaking of Reapers, so I don't know how well you'll be able to see this or not, but my brother grew some last year. He's got it marked September 23rd of last year. So these are dehydrated.
Oh, there you go.
Like the pepper flakes you put on pizza.
Yeah, like red pepper flakes or whatever.
So he had some. So he ground some up for me and just put them in there.
Have you tried it yet?
I've tried it in. What did I put it in? I put it in a little bit of salsa, so I make a pretty good homemade salsa, or at least that's what my daughter and Shannon says, that it's good, really good. So I usually put a little bowl to the side and put some little kick up heat in it because they don't like it that hot. And I put a little bit of that in there, and yeah, let me tell you, it was pretty warm.
It was like
pretty warm. You didn't need much. You didn't need much. So you had the Reaper, the Cayennes, and I think some habanero. So I got like one of each little bitty containers of them.
Yeah, that's a fire mix for sure.
This one here hasn't gone too far, but I was like, he's like, you want some? I'm like, yeah, why the hell not? I'll take some. Like,
yeah, I would give it a go.
Not sure what I'll ever use it on, but I'll take some.
What do I got to lose? Yeah.
One of my good friends, he loves hot stuff too, so I'm sure whenever he comes, he doesn't come over that much, but whenever he does come over, I'll have some pizza or something, I'll give it to him to sprinkle on there.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I would try them definitely on some pizza there or something, or maybe even like a spaghetti or pasta, like something with a red sauce or.
Yeah,
I like a lot of crushed red pepper. So
yeah,
but Reaper pepper,
that's a whole different level.
It is. That's a whole different level. Zippy said, "What's the ABV on that as well?" I think that was the one that you had.
Oh yeah, I forgot to say it, didn't I? It's 8%.
8%, yeah.
Yeah,
mine is just 5.2 on this one from Goodwood.
Yeah, I was going through stouts and I kept pulling out stouts and I looked and I was like 13%, 12.5%, 11.2, which hasn't ever stopped me in the past. So I was like, I don't know.
How crazy I want to get.
We'll see how it goes.
Zippy said, "Try one flake for us, Todd."
You just want to see me cry, don't you? Stick around. We'll see how many beers gets to flowing first, and then who knows.
That might need some liquid courage to build up to.
I guess actually,
Triple B.
I guess actually could go with your Reaper peppers in this beer. I guess
it could be a pairing.
I could flake some in there and see what happens.
Flakes on top. And take, yeah.
Woo! Be a Ric Flair. Woo!
Where's Shannon? If we can get her to do Mad Dog, we can get her to do that. So
give it to Mikey.
Triple B in the house. What is going on, my friend? Cheers. Good to see you. And if y'all don't know Triple B, make sure to check him out. He's got a good channel going on over there as well, which I guess now you got baseball season. So hopefully you're doing some of the baseball stuff on there as well, but definitely does the good stuff with the beer and the barbecue. Vanessa's back, says hi. Going on, Vanessa. Cheers, my friend.
What's up, Vanessa?
Red Savina and Caribbean red peppers are a couple cuts below Reapers and actually edible. Yeah. Well, some people eat Reapers, I just don't. I think EB used to eat Reapers back in the day, or I think he tried a Reaper on one of his old videos. And
yeah.
If Reapers are your training ground, I don't know what you couldn't possibly eat. You should eat everything. So, because Reapers are up there. The dogs know what time it is again.
It's unbelievable, man. They don't. Well, the one you just heard yapping, she's a yapper. She drives me nuts with her barking, but. It's uncanny. It's like, 9:00 on Thursday. Let's start barking for no reason.
I wonder if it's something they pick up my voice there or whatever that kind of triggers them or something. That they just start to notice it now.
I can't hear you tonight, so.
Oh, that's true. You get the headphones on. They just see you there in front of the screen. Yeah, that is.
that might be.
Yeah,
Pavlov's dog. So. Yeah. That's very true.
Vanessa said we're getting snow tonight. And I saw that on the news. Like, you guys are getting some late snowstorm up through the upper Northeast, which I think around Massachusetts, possibly 10 inches, which is just crazy. It's what are you gonna say? It's one of those weird things, new weather patterns we see nowadays.
So, Rod, I just looked up the 10W40 on yours. And you might have been thinking of the horchata.
Maybe that's one. I've had like 5 or 6 different ones, I think, but it might have been the horchata. You're right.
Yeah, so I don't see the Mexican hot chocolate on there for you.
Okay.
You've got 1, 2, 3. Yeah, it's a good guess. You got 6 of them on there.
Yeah. I don't pass up the 10W40 series when I see it. I haven't seen that one then. Otherwise, I would definitely have that on the list. So
it's pretty good, and it's not. You think Carolina Reaper, but it's not like overly. Like a lot of them, you drink it and you can feel it in your chest, like the warming in your chest of some of the pepper beers. But this one's not like that one. It's good. It's really good. I definitely would pick it up if you see it. It's not overpowering, I guess. It's not. You get a little bit of spice to it, but it's not like stupid spicy or anything.
Yeah. Vanessa, they're all edible. It's the size and dose that matters. I feel like there's something else with the size and dose, but as far as the peppers go, I mean, everything can be edible. Yeah, it can be anything edible depending on what it may be, I guess. But for a lot of people, that heat is too much. Yes, you'll be seeing some good highlights of my sons. Oh, excellent. So you'll be shooting some baseball footage there of your sons then and everything that they're playing right now. Nice. And like I said, if y'all haven't checked out Beer Barbecue Baseball, make sure to check him out as well. Nowhere Kitty, Minnesota? Yeah, no, she's actually up in Connecticut. So the Northeast, Massachusetts, Connecticut, I guess Vermont, even up to Maine or whatever. They're getting like a snowstorm heading their way this weekend right now. So it's going to be a little crazy.
It's crazy. It's weather. I'll tell you what.
Tried a quarter cut piece of Reaper, took it out of mouth fast. Mouth had a numb spot for almost an hour. Yeah.
I believe it.
Taste buds are like, what are you trying to do to me over here? Like, shut it down.
Shoe off. Yeah.
Shut everything down and cut it off. Hit the reset button. Power down. Yeah. Some of those Reapers. Whew.
I guess that was that one chip challenge, that Pacquiao one chip challenge or whatever. Is that Reaper? Is that what they use on that one?
Do you know? I think they may use a Reaper in the mix for that as well, but that's like the powder, I guess, on the chip. How long you have to wait. I mean, this Reaper sauce that I have is straight like as soon as it touches your tongue,
extract.
Like you might think you grab some hot sauce and you just start putting on stuff. You don't want to do it with this. I mean, it's just like you would get lit up.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I guess it's been 2 years ago when when Our Lady first opened. So that Christmas, I guess so it was in 2019. So it was in the fall. It was right before Christmas time. They had a little like a gala type thing where people would set up, kind of a flea market type thing where locals would set up and was selling stuff. Well, they had this guy there that had his own homemade hot sauce, and man, he made some killer hot sauce. And I bought this one. I don't know if it was Reaper. It might have been a Reaper. I can't remember. But you put just the pinch of it in your hot sauce or whatever, and man, that thing would light you up. I remember it was at Christmas time. That's what it was, and I made some salsa and. So we separated it for the regular for everything else. And then my cousin and my brother and I would just like, let's put a couple drops in there and mix it up, and took a bite of it. It was like, whoo, instantly it's just like face turned red, sweat started pouring out of your forehead. Like, you're going to be all right. I'm like, I'm not sure. I'm not sure what's going to happen here.
How is it that I have not seen or nobody's done like a commercial like Carolina Reaper and with the Fear the Reaper song on it? Like, how has nobody done that yet? Like, because you would think, like, you see other commercials for other fruits or vegetables and all that kind of stuff, and as popular as Carolina Reapers are now, you would think the Reaper industry would come up with a commercial where Fear the Reaper be playing on or something, which would be, I think, hilarious. Have some guy sweating or on fire or something in a commercial.
Yeah, there has to be some kind of red tape for that one or something.
Well, I mean, no, these corporations can buy the rights to use it, I'm sure. I mean, I don't know why. I don't know why somebody hasn't thought about that already. I mean, that'd be perfect.
I mean, I would have to think they had at some point. There's got to be some reason they're not doing it.
Yeah, well, they should. I don't know why they haven't. If they didn't, this is now copywritten and patented by Roger.
That's right. That's right. Next week you'll see commercial on there that's going to do it.
Yeah.
Like, wait a minute.
Hey, what's going on, Steve? Cheers, my friend Steve, over in the UK. Up late, my friend. Good evening, guys. Hope you're okay. Thought I'd pop in for a bed night off. Yeah, definitely. And hopefully you're doing well, and hopefully you're ready for a nice Friday. And I'm going to try to catch up with you this weekend. You've been doing some good live streams and stuff, Steve, too. So if you're doing a live stream this weekend, let me know, and I'll definitely, if I'm around, try to pop in there as well. I know you wanted to try to get something put together, so I'm going to try to catch up. I don't know what else plans we have for this weekend. We were talking about that earlier today. Probably do some stuff, but I usually have some time around that. I still got to do my taxes, but since they moved taxes back to May 17th, I didn't have to do them by today. So everybody was like cramming to get them done for April 14th, 15th until last month. They're like, oh, we'll give you an extra month now.
Yeah, we did ours last week, or yeah, I guess it was last week.
Which I did see a thing today. If you did do your taxes, I guess there's like another stimulus pop they're giving for people that did their taxes already for 2020. You might get another payment that hits. I don't know what the amount is, but they're talking about some type of stimulus payment was listed on the internet earlier.
Oh, really?
The sites, yeah. The IRS was, I guess, to encourage or get people getting their stuff in on time. There might be another stimulus or something. I forgot what they called it. They called it some type of like pop up or something type plan. But
okay, I didn't see that one, but I did see they were talking about a fourth one for people that made less than X amount of dollars.
Yeah,
I thought it was like 25,000 or 30,000 or something as a household or something like that.
And maybe that's part of it too. Then I just saw something about that actually happening. So
hey, I hope they count it before we get in before the deadline and ching ching beer money.
Yeah. Put it back into the economy. Oh, you're
actually went and had mine done for the first time, I think ever, that I actually paid to have them done. Yeah. I just did that because of the job changes and then the 2 months of unemployment that I did draw with the stimulus stuff on top of it. I was like, I'm going to let a professional that knows what they're doing truly knows what they're doing do this.
Did you have to go to I don't know if it was an HR block type place, or did you have
an
accountant account? Yeah, did you go with shoebox of receipts and stuff?
No, we don't do the long form. We just kind of take But I do have all my papers that I need and had the forms from last year. I'm one of those. I do keep all that stuff from year to year.
You're supposed to keep it for every last 5 years.
Is it 5 years? Or, 5 or 7. So yeah.
And then technically after 5 or whatever, they can't come after you, but it's the government. Come on, they'll come after you. Yeah,
do what they want.
They'll do something there. Llama Farm might get 6 inches. High Point in Connecticut, but 6 is still less than a 10. I saw for. I swear, I thought it was Massachusetts. They said. I mean, I know you say you were getting more north of you, but that's what they said. 10 inches, and it was there. It might have been, Maine or something. Just crazy getting this. I mean, I guess it can snow anywhere. I mean, it just depends where you're at and your altitude. I mean, Minnesota and Wisconsin, all of them, they get snow late into the year as well because of where they're at. So
I think we're going to drop, and I'm sure you will be too, dropping in the 30s as a low here in the next few days, I think.
Yeah, we've been having some little bit of chill nights, but it's supposed to go down. I think last night it went down to the 40s, I believe.
Yeah, it's been like that. Of course, we haven't really gotten past probably 62 or 3 in the afternoons here lately.
Oh, we've been with
a shit ton of rain. It's been raining like crazy.
69, somewhere around there. But it gets colder. But I refuse at this point to turn the heat back on. But it's like I woke up a little colder this morning. Like, whoa, it's kind of cold.
So today the low was 37, and then next Tuesday it's going to be a low of 37 again. So.
Oh wow.
And the rest of that it's just going to be like 41, 43. Then it gets up into the mid 60s. So. I can deal with that as long as it gets warm in the afternoon.
Yeah.
Like I'm at work in the mornings anyway, so that doesn't bother me. I'm going to park in the garage, so it's not like I'm ever outside except for walking into work.
Yeah. Because it looks like they're trying to target our job coming back in June, but we'll see about that. I mean, that's what they're targeting, but then it's a matter of who feels comfortable going back, really.
Will they give you the option to work at home, or will you have to go back?
That's what they're all debating. I mean, with our job, I was already working from home for the most part anyway. But some of the people that are in the same position as me, they want to stay from home. I'm finding out from a lot of them. So it doesn't make. I mean, we don't really need to be there.
I got to imagine a lot of businesses are going to realize like they've got way too much office space for all the people that can just do it from home. So why not downsize your office space? Less money they have to pay, and kind of more money in your all's pocket because you don't have to worry about gas as much to go to work and back. In a sense, it's kind of a raise, sort of, if you look at it that way, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like a lot of the workers are kind of more that way than some of the management is. I don't know. I think some of the management for some of the people, let's face it, they have to keep an eye on them and make sure they get shit done.
Yeah.
Some people just, if you don't, they're sitting at home and they're not doing shit the whole day. But I think a lot of people are kind of like, go in once or twice a week and then home 3 or 4, depending. I was supposed to go in before it all happened, like once a week, and I was going in like maybe once every 3 weeks or so and stretching it out as much as I could. So it's kind of like, I don't really need to be here. Like, I don't even have a desk at the office. It's just I come in and I just take over one of our remote desks. We have like a network system.
Yeah.
And I just kind of sit there and work from there. But it kind of throws me off a little bit because all my main stuff, I have a certain way I do it now at home, as if it was my office at work, right? So when I go there, it's kind of I got to come in and use other stuff that other people may have used and all that kind of stuff, pick up from where they were. So it's kind of like I don't really have an assigned space. So I think that'll be part of it. Who has to be there, who doesn't. Some of our marketing people, stuff like that, they probably should be there because they're more group oriented in a lot of their stuff. But for us in sales and individuals working our territories, I mean, unless we have questions, which we can call anybody from now from a home or send them an email, there's no need for us to really be there.
Yeah. I kind of enjoyed working from home. I got to do it twice a week at my old job before I lost my job due to COVID. And then, so I got to work from home 2 days a week, which I still don't really understand why it was just 2 days a week. It's like, I don't know what the point really was, but we rotated people working from home. So I guess it worked out. I guess it was just less contact. I don't really know what the deal was, but I actually enjoyed it more than I thought I would have. Didn't really have an office set up per se. I just kind of worked from the kitchen table, but it was only 2 days anyway. So
a lot of these companies are finding out from these surveys they're giving to employees that employees are responding back. And I've seen in many companies, a lot of them don't want to come back. The majority of them. So that's like kind of becoming the new culture and stuff. I mean, plus it's like if you're there and I don't know, depending on how old your kids may be, if you have kids and stuff too. With some of the kids out from school, some time that, some of the parents can spend with their kids at lunch or something like that, or other stuff where they may not see them as much. I mean, there's probably some bonding type. But I think a lot of people like being home. It's more of a positive mindset when they're able to work from home. But some people do want to be in the office. They feel like they need to have other people around. And maybe those people need to escape home. It's kind of like
well, that's true too, I guess.
It's like old school. That's seen in old school when he's talking about trying to get into the frat. The one guy working, he's like, I'm even willing. I golf nowadays on Saturdays, and I suck at golf, and I hate it. But you know what? It's 3 hours. I don't have to be in the house with the family.
That's right. Yeah. Some people like they just can't work from home because they feel like they can't get anything done because work, home life gets in the way too much for them, and they just, and like I said, some just want to get out of there just because you want to get away from home in general. Yeah. And I would have thought I'd have kind of fell in that category to get out just to get change of scenery, but actually kind of like just rolling out of bed, put my laptop up, and then go at it.
Yeah.
It's kind of nice.
But it says she should be planting at least one reaper plant this year and make products when come inside during winter. Would that be a smart move if you can do that to bring it in? Or knowing Vanessa, she'll build a greenhouse. So. Yeah.
Sprusha doesn't have one already, actually.
Yeah. Cheers, Blake. We got Blake in the house. What is going on, brother?
What's up, Blake?
Happy Thursday, too. If you guys don't know Blake TV, make sure you check out Blake. We guys have fun over there. And me and Blake were balling last night. We were trying to ball. We're going to get you in to play basketball.
Oh, were you?
Yeah, we were on last night. And he made a new guy because he got mad at the other guy. So now he has a shooting guard instead of the center. He dumped the set to do the shooting guard, and then he was upset because the guy was hitting the shots like he was supposed to be hitting them. It was like, yeah. So we had some fun. We played last night, but me, you, and him and Alan, we gotta get all together and play.
That was fun when we did that. When you play on there with the other guys.
Yeah, and I think you and Alan both had guards as well. I know you were a guard. I think Allen had a point guard on his person. So
My guy could only shoot though. I don't even think he could touch the net when he jumped. To be honest with you,
I don't think Blake's guy can either.
I don't even understand. He was so slow, and so I was like, "Dang, white men can't jump, I guess."
This game is too real.
Yeah, I'm supposed to be able to dunk the ball. Damn it!
Blake's center couldn't dunk. He would get frustrated. I'm like, dunk it. He's like laid in there. Like, I can't.
You're 7'6". Why can't you dunk?
Damn, Sean Bradley, come on. My ghost pepper puree only needs a toothpick drop in olive oil for dipping. You feel it in 20 minutes. Yeah. This stuff you feel like in 20 seconds, if not earlier. He said, "Hey, Kitty, hope you're good. Right off to sleep, nighty night, Rod. Keep doing what you're doing, man. All the best to you and Todd. Night, guys. Night, Steve." Now, is that the first
Steve.
Night, Steve, or it'll be two more? Because Steve,
it could be.
The first one, so.
Well, on second thought, I'm just going to hang in for a little bit longer.
Yeah. Oh, we are the eastern slope of Appalachian Mountains, basically the side sliding into the ocean. Yeah. Future goals. Slide into the ocean or fall off over in California. Gilbert's in the house. Cheers. Good to see you, brother. This did hers back February 9th. And you got your second vaccine, so that's awesome. Todd got his second vaccine today, so he's pretty much done, and we'll see how he feels tomorrow.
Next Thursday, I might have a big growth on the side of my head or something, so you'll know. But man, I'll tell you what, it ain't no joke about how quick these shots start hurting your arm. It's already sore. Feels like somebody just frogged you with about 9 knuckles.
You have to let me know. Did you do Pfizer or Moderna?
I had Moderna.
Okay, yeah. My second one is Pfizer next week, so yeah.
Which I'm glad when I did my first shot, they were trying to give me the Johnson & Johnson. I was like, no, I don't want that one. I said, I want one of the 2-shot ones. And luckily, I got in and got the 2-shot one. The very last one they had before they were switching over to Johnson & Johnson. Of course, now they're not even.
Now it's on hold with Johnson & Johnson, yeah.
Yeah. I'm like, dang, that would have sucked.
See, so here, yeah, message. Well, if you're still here, Steve, go ahead and message me there. And people, I mean, when it first came out, I was going to do Johnson & Johnson. I figured one and done or whatever, but.
Yeah, I thought you were going to. I remember you talking about that.
I mean, our people had Pfizer, which was, fine as well. I mean, needles don't bother me anyway. So it's just like you go in and you get the shot and you whatever. It's funny because, like, if you go to a doctor's office, you're supposed to wait there, I guess, for 15 minutes or whatever. So we got ours at Walgreens, which they still went to check you like at 15. But it's like, yeah, feel free, walk around the store, wait, whatever you want to do or whatever. If you get any pain, just come back like in 15 minutes. So it's like, I can just drive home. It's like, I don't even, there's no one to really check you or make sure. So
heard somebody on the radio. Were saying, "Oh, the Pfizer, that's kind of like the Cadillac and the Bentleys of the shots, and then the Moderna is kind of like the Hondas and the second tier nice cars, and then like the Johnson & Johnson's like the Yugos of the shots."
There was a funny thing I saw earlier, and it was who was it? It was like tattoo guys, right? And it was like they had the tattoo guys, and the Moderna guy was like Batista, and the Pfizer guy was like, I think it was like The Rock or whatever. But then the Johnson & Johnson was like just some other like low skinny guy with tattoos. Oh man, poor Johnson & Johnson. What's going on, Skip? Cheers, my friend.
What's up, Skip?
Thursday, favorite day. It is a good day.
Oh, and Vanessa's right on that last comment. You just skipped over, or didn't skip, but you just went through.
Oh, it has to do with the tax credit that we paying like $3,000 per kid.
We did get. It was $2,000, and then this year it was $3,000. We did get $3,000 for our daughter. So,
but that was for as part of the taxes.
Yeah, just the credit or whatever comes off, or however they figure that out. Used to get $2,000 every year for, I think it's 18 and under, or up to 22 or 3, as long as they're still in college. Yeah. And living at home, but this year they raised it to $3,000 instead of $2,000. So,
just trying to take a look here. There's a bunch of articles out there. If you Google like fourth payment stimulus, it has a lot of the pieces out there. Now, this is like a fourth batch of 1,400. They're saying.
Just for getting it.
You know what? That might have been for the people that some people didn't get it from the last one, so it might be that.
My brother still says he hasn't. My brother says he still hasn't gotten this. I think the second one, the 600. I think.
Wow. Well, the IRS is way behind. I've been told so. But they had some other stuff. I think this is different than maybe the tax credit for the kid as well. So anyway, we'll see what happens.
Yeah, the tax credit that just goes in with your taxes when you file it.
Yeah. Can't top the Reaper. Yeah, the Reaper is the one at the top of the food chain now. So for the longest time, it used to be the scorpion pepper, and then the Reaper. I don't know where it was born. Somewhere out of hell came along and
Death be with you here.
Hold my beer to the scorpion pepper. It took over the helm.
How many skull units is that? I wonder.
It was Blue Oyster Cult. Yeah, because every time you think of that song, you think of at least I do. Will Ferrell doing a Saturday Night Live skit talking about the cowbell. That song.
Need more cowbell.
That song is just totally now part of the Will Ferrell, Christopher Walken skit there, which is hilarious. Hey, what is going on, Wayne? Hey, Ron and Todd. Time to get your beer on. Cheers, fellas. Cheers to you, my friend.
What's going on, Wayne?
And thanks for reaching out on Twitter as well earlier. So, yeah, I'll definitely let you know if we can get that pool going down to the Asheville area. Todd wants to get down there as well. So, him and Shannon.
To where?
Asheville. Me and
Wayne yeah.
He's not too far from there. So,
okay. We've been talking about doing a weekend trip there sometime and going. She wants to do the Biltmore thing or whatever.
The Biltmore? That doesn't sound like beer.
I know.
You're going to Asheville, beer.
It's close enough. Right, if we do like a weekend with you guys or something, we drop them off, and then we go head down and hit all the breweries and then tell them to come pick us up.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Like, all right, you all go check out this big mansion or whatever and dream about it. We'll go drink beer and dream about it too, I guess.
We'll dream about loitering in front of it. So
that's right.
So I just switched over to the West 6 Hop Static. I took down my one thing. My thing is kind of short now for the stubby cans, but that's the Hop Static version 3 IPA. I am actually digging this one more and more that I have it.
So just out of curiosity, I Googled what the hottest peppers are.
Mm-hmm.
And Carolina Reaper is the hottest. It's 2,200,000 Scoville units.
Yeah.
And the next, or I guess that's what the SHU Scoville units, I guess, whatever that.
SCU or whatever SKU or something.
SHU is what they got it as. Yeah. And the second hottest one, which I guess it's Trinidad Moruga Scorpion Pepper, is 2,009,231. And then the third one is, which I've never heard of this one. It's called 7-Pot Dogla, I guess is how you pronounce it. Douglah.
I think that might be one out of Asia, I believe. But
and it's 1.8 Scoville units.
Yeah.
Trying to think of, like, I remember when I guess maybe when it first come out, but like the habaneros, everybody was like, "Oh, these things are super hot." You remember when those things used to be like super hot?
Yeah.
Like, now you look at habaneros and you're like, whatever. No big deal.
I like cut those up and dice those and put those like in my chili and stuff like that and everything. And it's like nothing compared to like the Reaper or Scorpion. Yeah. It's hot, but it's not as hot.
And then it says there have been recent reports of a Dragon's Breath pepper claiming to be hotter than the Carolina Reaper.
Oh.
And then they got one that's called Pepper X. It says there's another pepper claiming to be twice as hot as the Carolina Reaper at surface, but this might have more merit. Very limited information is known about Pepper X. And the creator has kept it under wraps, so it's 3 million Scoville units.
See, you got like Pepper X, and then you got like Dragon's Breath, and those are like feel like mythological type peppers. Like no one ever
Right.
sees. Like you gotta go on a hunt for those. It's like gear
Like
up, man. We're going deep into the woods to find the Dragon's Breath.
It's like Bigfoot or
Yeah.
Loch Ness
It's like, I don't know if I
Monster or
can fully
something.
buy all that. Yeah.
I've heard about it, but I don't know.
Only a few people have actually seen this pepper. And the story goes like this. So yeah.
I mean, how do you create something to be hot like that? I don't even understand how that works.
Well, why would you want to create something hot like that?
Well, that's the second part of it, I guess. Like, yeah. How do you and why would you?
Yeah. And then Chad,
And who's the sucker that has to test this to figure out how hot it really is?
And are they still friends with that person? Right. Yeah.
Right. Or still alive.
Yeah. What's up, Chad? Cheers, buddy. Yeah, you guys are supposed to get the snow up there in your area in Massachusetts, Connecticut, all in the Northeast. You got a collaboration beer tonight. Oh, which one did you get? You may have told me. I may have not gotten to that comment yet. If I didn't, and you didn't tell me, type that in as well. Mass and upwards is mountain north of my location. Mass, Vermont, and just Canada. Oh, that's a hey, Chad. Hey, neighbor, how you doing, Jimmy? Y'all have a great night. You too, my friend. Good seeing you, brother. I work in Mass, 15 minutes from the border of New Hampshire. I live in Anthony, Mass for a year or so. A lot of the Northeast represented. Hello. Blake, what up, dude? And what's up, King? Nice crowd today. Sup, Rod? Cheers, brother.
Up,
yeah,
King?
just here hanging and rocking. Hey, what are you playing now, King, by the way, over? If you don't know King Boo, he's actually got a gaming channel as well that you can check out. But he puts games up there once in a while, and curious what you're gaming on right now. I want to start Days Gone at some point since I have it. Did you end up downloading Days Gone at all, Todd?
No, I don't. Is that the new one for this month?
Yeah, it's a new one for this month.
Okay, no, I haven't yet then.
And they also got they're on sale Cold War right now. It's like 35% off, they said, but they got that super spring sale taking place too.
Oh, might have to look and see. So is that be what is it normally? $59.99 or $69.99?
Yeah, usually at $59.99. Yeah.
So $60. So with 30%. Oh, that's
18 and then 35. So really you're
Yeah.
looking at about
40
18 and $25 off. So yeah.
after taxes,
So 25
about
off
$40. I might buy that then and jump in, and everybody can laugh at how bad I am. Except me and Blake can bring up the rear and die like everybody else, while you all shoot everybody.
What's happening, Bart? Cheers, my friend. Hope all is well on your end too. No greenhouse yet. Must build workshop first, but it's upstairs. Can't be greenhouse. See, now you're thinking, right? Are you still building a forge, by the way, Vanessa, as well? Double IPA, 8% with Massachusetts grown and malted wheat from Valley Malt, Hop City, Vic Secret, Citra, Strata, Nelson, and Matika. Nice. So I think, what brewery do you have that one there, Chad? Or what beer is it too? Sounds like a nice one put together.
Yeah, it does. It does.
I went scouting bar height patio chairs today. Pouring rain. Well, rain before the snow. Sounds yummy, Chad. It does. I got last Pfizer shot March 4th docs. Go ahead. Had a huddle right before they thought it best to take it. Yeah, nice. Yeah, I mean, with everything you had going on, I'm sure they had to make sure you were good to go there. How my wife has the Moderna shots. The second one was rough on her. All the best for you.
I appreciate it, Wayne. Yeah, I've heard a lot of people either one with the Pfizer or Moderna. It seemed like maybe more Moderna having issues with the second one.
Like you said, yeah, it's like usually that next day or so that I heard from people that they felt like sluggish or headaches. I didn't hear too much about nausea, but usually headaches or sluggish.
That's what those are the two main ones I've heard too. Like I said, a customer of ours, she had it and said the second day she had to have Tylenol or something because the headaches were bad, and then the next day she just said she felt like she just couldn't get moving, like her she was just dragging all day.
Yeah.
So we'll see. We'll see.
Well, I will say,
I think Shannon had the Pfizer. Of course, she's been done with it now for 3 or 4 months. Hell, I don't know. She was one of the first ones, probably, being in the healthcare industry. But I don't think she really had any issues with the second one. I think she might have had a little spell, maybe mid evening the next night, where she kind of felt like never got a fever, never really, just kind of felt worn down, kind of tired.
Yeah.
And I think that was really about it for her on that.
Well, I know Dave, who does the Beer in Front podcast, he said he got his second shot, and the doctor told him after getting it to take Tylenol, and then he should be fine. He said he took Tylenol, had no issues afterward. So,
yeah, I'm gonna.
And I saw some other stuff on the news where it said take Tylenol or ibuprofen or something like that afterwards. I think it's one of those two. I think those are one of the two that you want to look at, and supposedly that works to keep anything down.
I'm going to take some tonight for sure, and then I'll probably take some when I get up in the morning, and then take some with me to work too, just in case.
Yeah. Gilbert's drinking a Bruges Zot Blonde Sun. Yeah, Bruges. The collaboration was by Amherst Brewing and Channel Marker Brewing. Nice. They made it for Mass Beer Week. Oh, there was a nice Mass Beer Week. Awesome. We used to have a beer week here in Cincinnati, but they don't really have it as much now. For whatever reason, even though we have a lot of breweries, the beer week just couldn't keep up enough attention around it, which was sad because you'd have all kind of breweries collabing on stuff. But
oh yeah.
It is what it is. Husband got Johnson & Johnson last week. He had a bad headache for 4 days. It feels better last 2. So, well, good for him for getting through and feeling better at this point. Yeah, it seems like that second. Well, Johnson & Johnson just the one, but the ones in the second, or maybe the Johnson & Johnson, have a little bit of that lag time. No problems with Pfizer so far, Jimmy said. Awesome. So there you go.
Nice.
I'm thinking
yeah,
positive.
So I said that was like the Rolls Royce of the shot, supposedly.
I'm rolling on rolls in because I got the rolls next week.
Did you have any issues with the first one? Oh, you're getting your first one.
No, I got the first one.
Okay, I thought you did. Okay.
Yeah, the second one's next week. I didn't have any issues with the first one. The next day, you could tell like my arm felt a little heavier my left arm felt a little heavier than the right arm. Like you could feel like a little bit of a sensation of stuff there, but I didn't really have any fatigue or anything like that.
Yeah, I didn't either. Just my arm felt like Mike Tyson reared back and just frogged me as hard as he could. My arm, I was like, oh.
Like someone thumped you or something.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
It's an old game where we used to play when we were kids, and you would punch the other guy's arm until someone couldn't take it anymore.
That's right. Yeah, exactly.
Because that's the thing that boys do.
I remember that.
Or knuckles. Remember the knuckle ones with the cars? Did you guys do that as kids?
I don't.
Like,
what was that?
You took a deck of cards and you wrapped the knuckles of your friend, and they would do that back and forth, and someone couldn't take it as well. It was like the punching thing, but you did on the knuckles with the deck of cards.
Oh no, I didn't do that one.
Yeah. So
we wasn't that badass, I guess.
Yeah, just growing up in Jersey for you, the mean streets of Jersey. Had to file taxes to get correct amount of stimulus. The first one came November 30th. Second didn't come yet. So the second didn't come. You probably didn't get your third yet either, I guess.
Yeah, that's what my brother said. He hasn't received his second one yet either. The $600 one or whatever.
Yeah, I know my mom hasn't gotten her third one, but I think the IRS is so backed up and stuff. So
yeah, now we've gotten all ours. We got our third stimulus. I don't know, probably about a month ago now. At this point,
there you go. Shannon could hit the Built more. Todd, Rod, and I could hit the beer more.
That's right, the beer more.
I like your thinking, Wayne. Save your Biltmore money for Christmas, Jimmy said. Don't spend it there. So, 2 types of scorpion peppers are hotter than ghost pepper. Then Carolina Reaper was created. Yeah. Yeah, the scorpion was up there ahead of the ghost, and of course the ghost was ahead of habanero and stuff. But then the Reaper came to town, and it was just like shut it down.
You ever been in one of those like hot sauce stores where like in Gatlinburg or someplace like that where it's just all hot sauces, and you go into them and they have like at one section. Of course, now you can't do it because of COVID. You give you like a pretzel or a chip and you taste it.
Yeah.
And then some of them, they make you sign a waiver because of how hot they are. You can't even, like you can't hold us accountable if you never get your pace back or, your tongue falls off
out,
or what. You pass out and die. We're not responsible for that. You're on your
own. Chad said, no, the hottest pepper is pure capsaicin, which I've heard of that one, but I don't know if it's been marked in yet as far as how many Scovilles or so with it. I mean, maybe that is a top one nowadays.
Yeah, I don't know.
Forge is near future, making the patio forward concrete mold frame shortly. Then patio, bar height chairs, and fire brick laying for oven. I just love Vanessa always has activities.
She got a honey-do list for days.
Yeah, old brother brought me a commercial mixer, 10-quart capacity, basically 2.5 gallons of dough. It's funny, you thought dough. I'm thinking 2.5. I'm thinking that's a big margarita mixer myself.
10 quarts? Yeah.
That's margaritas for days.
Nice little weekend gathering.
Bad headache with Johnson & Johnson. Something to watch for. We use leftover fire brick for the small forge. Do not feel anything from Pfizer shots, but they said it could be because decreased immune response in me. Well, with all the medicine and stuff you've had to go through, that might be it as well. That pain from the shot is third arm starting to grow. The little nub. Finally got everything after filing taxes. The third one direct deposit. I used half for truck repair. So so after you did taxes, then you got the second and third. Okay.
Yeah, nice. we used some of our third one. So we went out this week and got our daughter. She gets her license here pretty soon. She actually goes Saturday for a driving test to get her license, I guess, before she has to take the written test. But anyway, we went out and got her a decent used car.
Oh, nice.
On Monday, yeah. So
she's excited.
Oh yeah, she's excited. I think it probably drives her crazy because she can't really drive it unless she's got one of us in the car with her. So, but yeah, it was nice. It's a 2006 Ford Escape.
There you go.
And it only had 109,000 miles on it, which we've been looking for a long time on them. We just got to the point where I kind of wanted to Escape just because it sits higher and I feel like it's maybe a little more safer. I don't know that that's necessarily true, but it just feels like it might be. So we thought we were going to get a car, and she kind of liked the Escape, the idea of sitting up higher. But anyway, we come across this one last weekend, and we went and looked at it Monday and went ahead and bought it. So
that's good for safety too, I guess.
Yeah, and that's kind of what our thought was also. It looks just like a different color, but I had a 2003 Ford Escape that I bought brand new way back then, and same body style and everything. It's kind of like, oh, this brings back memories.
Listen, 2 loaves of bread is 6 cups of dough. 4 cups is a quart. Screwball is like candy peanut butter whiskey that you're.
Yes, it is, Chad.
Yeah,
We've talked about that on the show. Yeah, we talked about that on the show a few times. Chad, have you ever mixed that Screwball with take some what's the look we use? It's like a chocolate flavored liqueur. I forget the brand name of it. You know what the brand name of it is, right?
Jägermeister?
No, it's not Jägermeister. It's actually just a liqueur.
Oh,
it's
liqueur.
Like one of the
like Bailey's or something.
Yeah, it's not Bailey's.
Well, it's not a cordial.
It's what I forget what the hell the name of it is. I got it downstairs. I probably could just go look.
I think the chocolate.
But anyway, mix it with the peanut butter. Like do a half and half. Ooh, I think it's so good.
It's like a liquid peanut butter cup.
It kind of is, really. And then we also bought some of these, but it was kind of overpowering, I guess, because of the proof of this. You ever seen those 99 proof proof shots or whatever. They're like banana liqueur or banana whatever.
Little bottle things or whatever.
Yeah, it's 99. They're called 99 something, so they're like 99 proof or whatever. So we tried those too. It's like, hey, let's make a peanut butter chocolate banana one, but the banana and the flavoring in that was too overpowering. Couldn't even. All you could taste was banana in it. But do the chocolate and peanut butter screwball. It's so good.
I haven't done this yet. I think I might try some of this tonight.
No.
This is the American XXX Born Original Moonshine.
Ooh.
103 proof that I picked up down at one of the spots by the gorge.
I was going to say, did you get that when he's at the gorge?
Yeah. Unaged corn whiskey and cane spirits, 51.5% ABV. Traditional mountain recipe. This was $28.99 for this bottle. And produced and bottled by American-born Nashville, Tennessee. So out of Tennessee. And of course, they put a nice mason jar. So let's get the seal off of this thing. I don't want to do it right yet, but we'll get it prepared.
Huh.
I do got to work tomorrow, so I don't know if this is a wise decision or not.
Nah, what the hell? You just got to roll out of bed and roll down the hall.
Oh, the commute is short. You are correct.
Oh, so here's the one we used. It was the Creme de Coco from De Kuyper.
Oh, okay. There you go.
That was the brand. I couldn't think of De Kuyper. I was like, I know you know it because they make all kinds of different flavors.
I was thinking MSN. Go ahead.
We got a bottle of that and mixed it with that screwball. Woo, it was good. I liked it anyway.
I always think of them as just a schnapps, distillery. Yeah. Ooh. Well, that smells like some sweet corn liquor.
Good old corn whiskey.
Right there for a little bit.
That's just the straight white lightning on that one.
Yeah, straight white lightning. Give it to me straight. Vanessa, congrats on her license. Says buy her Ford Ranger pickup. Mine is a 2005.
I used to have a Ford Ranger. Vanessa, that was my first car I had. It was a 95 Ford Ranger.
When making a pizza, have you ever made or had a beer dough? I have never had a beer dough. I'd have beer with pizza. But I may have spilled some beer on the pizza, which technically would be on the dough, but it wasn't designed to be a beer dough. I don't know. I don't know if I've ever seen anybody have a beer pizza before.
I was gonna say, no, I don't know. How would you? I guess you substitute the liquid. You just put beer instead, I guess.
I mean, you could put it into the batter, I'm sure, as you're, adding it with the water or whatever. But I've had beer jellies. I've had craft beer jellies that were sent to me before that were pretty good. So I'm sure you could probably do something with the dough as well. Oh
yeah, I'm sure.
That says we'll buy some screw. I need to get some screwball at some point because I haven't tried it yet. I need to get something compared to what I thought about the Old Smoky one.
Vanessa likes peanut butter. You'll like that, Vanessa.
We brought my daughter a 2003 Escape for her birthday, and last year I brought my youngest daughter 2005 Mercury Mariner Fancy Escape.
Which is there you go. Nice.
Awesome. Okay. Congrats on for driving.
03 Escape was the first car I ever bought that wasn't given to me as a hand-me-down from my parents when I first got my license.
So that was the first car you ever bought? Like that was the first car you got?
That was the first car I bought myself, yes.
Yeah.
The first two cars I ever drove was a 85 Ford Ranger, and I drove it for having to work out because it was my dad's. He drove, and then they got a different car, so they just let me have that. And then they had an old 84 Cutlass Supreme Oldsmobile. Oh. So my Ford Ranger had some issues, and then ended up selling it. Come to find out, it was something simple that just kept dying out and stuff like in the wintertime. So I had to do with I think it had to do with the carburetor. Like the flap wasn't working right on it. So we just got rid of it. And then, so they had an old Oldsmobile also. So I took that over instead. So I drove those until 2003.
Those old Cutlass Supremes had some engine. That's one car. My mother had one back in the day, and I took that up to 120 one time. And
Man, that thing,
had an engine.
I felt like you drive that thing and be so smooth, it'd feel like he's floating on clouds or something. Just
Yeah.
like, yeah, it was nice.
Yeah, we used to. That's to be one that we used to have like in one of the towns next to me. Actually, where Carl Lewis is from. Remember him from the Olympics, Willenboro.
Mm-hmm.
The way they're set up in their town, it was almost like they have spots where they're like light sections, kind of like if you went to drag race, like for about a quarter mile or so, to be one light. To
Oh, yeah.
That so late at night, you'd be driving and someone would come up and rev their engine next to you, and you'd be running like drag strip racing out there.
We had an old spot. We had a spot like that kind of when I was in high school. Well, I think it was basically it was my senior year. It was kind of a highway thing, but they weren't finished building it yet. So it was kind of, I remember a friend of mine had an old Grand National. You remember Grand Nationals?
That's the car I wanted when I was in high school. Yeah, and then they stopped making it the year I graduated.
But he had it decked out with some nitrous in it, so you could hit nitrous in that thing. And how stupid was that, right? Like he was a big time car guy.
You need the nitrous in the Grand National, but anyway,
I know.
If we can do it, let's do it, right?
Like, carry on. Man, we took it down that one time. Oh my gosh, it was. I don't even know how fast it was going, but
yeah, one of the guys here that I used to work out with at gym locally, he had a Grand National. It's like. It was the old one, like the 80. I mean, they stopped making them. I think it was 86 or 87, but he had the last year of it. And it still only had 30,000 miles on it.
Dang.
And I mean, it was just pretty much cherry all through and out. It's just like, I would be so terrible because I've been wanting to drive that like crazy. I mean, I wouldn't take it out on bad days, but I would definitely have more than 30,000 miles on it probably. But I can appreciate people that can appreciate a car that much. They only drive it at certain points. Like he would bring it up once in a while to the gym on a nice day. He'd be out. Just keeping the engine going or something. But it's all original and everything. So, yeah, it was sweet.
I tell you what, though, those Escapes, man, them older ones even, they sell like if they got decent miles on them, they were selling like crazy. I mean, you can hardly find one that had 180,000 to 200,000 miles for less than 7,000 or 8,000. And we got this one. We found this one. We just got lucky. We found it on like the Facebook marketplace or whatever. One of these dealerships was selling it. And it was, right in our price range. It was like right, a little 5,000-ish or whatever for it. For only 109,000 miles on it. It was like, okay. Had brand new tires on it. It was just some wear and tear scratches for being, 15 years old or whatever. But outside of that, it was
good shape.
Yeah, it was good shape. Runs good.
A kid's first car, and they're going to be out doing stuff, and they getting used to and adjusted to it. You're going to, you might bang it here or there or something. So, yeah.
Right. Yeah, especially for a first one. It was like, we didn't want to have a car payment for one and, do all that. So I was like, yeah, it's probably hopefully not, but it might happen at some point. And it won't be anything that you can't, super, super, super nice or whatever.
Yeah.
Brand new or anything.
So this is a Tipsy Cow chocolate mixed with screwball and ice and blender might taste like a delicious dessert. I'm going to agree with you there. I think you got a new project for that blender now.
There you go.
And I expect you to put pictures on Instagram.
10 quarts of it.
Yeah. King said, been playing Sekiro Shadows Die twice and went back to play some Shadow of Mordor. Actually just beat Days Gone a couple weeks ago. Great game. Oh, nice. So yeah, I haven't it's downloaded. I just haven't played it yet. So it's kind of cool that it was free this past month here. And then the other one I was surprised was that Army Zombie Killer 4 that they actually did. I downloaded that one as well. But that one only came out, I think, back in February or something. Someone said it was like $40 when it came out or something. So they gave it free. So I'm sure people were probably pissed off about that if that was the case.
Oh, yeah.
I'm looking to get my youngest son a Ranger when it's time. There you go. Yeah, I know Wayne's a big Ford guy. He's a Ford guy in his background on the wall where he does his videos.
Oh, yeah. Well, half my family retired from Ford, so we always kind of feel like. And then Shannon's dad used to drive the piggyback trucks and deliver the cars, for Ford or whatever to different dealerships. So we always kind of feel like we're obligated to buy Ford.
Yeah.
No one's ever said you had to, but
Yeah.
with their discounts and stuff, with the A plans and stuff that they get, well, we can get.
If you walk away from this deal, you're not pretty bright.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, okay.
Listen, this is my third Ranger. My issue truck in Alaska was a new Ranger in the early 80s. Yeah. People like the Ford truck.
Those new Rangers, well, I guess they're several years old now, but man, those things are awesome. I want to get one of those, but whenever we get her car paid off, then it'll be my turn to get another one. I'll probably get one of those Rangers, but I'll have to get a several-year-old used one because a new one's way too expensive. But
yeah, whenever I decide to take the Mustang out of the garage, I have to get a tire put on in the back again. One of the tires is like near flat or so. So I have to replace that at least. But it's now that time where the weather's better. I can take out the convertible and drive around if I want.
So I got
First Ranger Summer 90.
We bought this stuff at AutoZone yesterday.
Get in the zone.
My mom was telling us about it. So like the Ford Escapes, which Wayne would know since he was just talking about it. Wayne was talking about that, wasn't it?
Yeah.
But they have like their black, like the bumpers, black plastic they have on them. They're after so long they just fade. They start turning grayish color. But we bought this stuff. I think it's called Fade to Black. I think is the name of it. It's like a red bottle if you can get it AutoZone, and it's just kind of like almost kind of feels like a shampoo or something. You just wipe it on the bumper and then kind of let it soak in and kind of go back over with a dry cloth and just get some of the dampness off of it. And man, that thing, now in hers, being 15 years old, it turned it back to almost new looking. It was impressive.
Really?
I was like, there's no way this stuff would work like that, be that good. And my mom swore about it. And I was like, okay, so we got some, and I put a second coat on it today. Oh, back to black is the name of it. So you get it at AutoZone, and that's what it looks like. Yeah. So if you got any kind of black plastic trim or something like the bumpers or some of them use, and they start turning gray because of the sun or the age, shoot. Yeah. Try some of that. I don't know what it costs because Shannon actually went and picked it up yesterday, or Tuesday it was.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was nice. It actually restored it pretty good. Nice. My mom's got a 2008, so she uses it she's got some spots on the bumper like that. That's kind of that way also. So she's like, yeah, just get some of that. You might have to put it on there a couple of times a year or whatever, after you do some car washes or whatever, it starts kind of fading back, but then you just reapply it. I'm like, all right. I was like, cool. That worked good.
Nice. Yeah, I probably need to get some stuff like that maybe for the Mustang or something.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see here. Let's say you could add beer instead of water for the dough. I make beer batters a lot. Well, there you go. Yeah, I mean, and plus beer's 90%.
That's true.
So
yeah. Yeah.
I used to buy Mercury Comets for under $400. I had 2 Comets on hand to use as parts. I tended to keep them running another 4 years. I don't even remember the Mercury Comet. My Cadillac felt for riding down the road.
I feel like I know the name, but I can't think of what they looked like.
Yeah, can't think offhand of those. Gilbert says, Buick Grand National, son. Yeah, I love those cars back in the day. I used to like the Monte Carlo SSs until I saw the Grand National back then. I was like, what is that? Found an F-350 V10, so tempted to buy it.
Hope it comes with a bed and a kitchen and a refrigerator and everything, because those things are probably crazy expensive.
Oh, that's cool. Chad says they sell beer dough for pizza made with shipyard beer. Nice.
Okay. I haven't had shipyard in a long time.
Yeah. The mixer's on a blender. Think kitchen. Oh, okay. Think kitchen mixer for doughs and baked goods. Okay. So he's talking about the doughy type thing. So, like what I see on Diner Driving and Dives when Guy goes there, it's like the big spinning.
Yeah.
I was thinking it was the other blender. Okay. But I bet you still could do something with a margarita in that big thing.
Oh, yeah.
I'm just saying. Or put like grain alcohol and juice in there and mix it up.
If
grain
not, You at least got to try it anyway.
Yeah. Everclear works. I'm from a GM town, so Ford totally blows killers. Oh, yeah, we got James in the house, Rampant Lion. What's going on, my friend? I remember being surprised that Corvettes were plastic when they went to the factory. Yeah, people talked about that. The when the originals though were like metal back in the 60 versions, I believe, and stuff. But yeah, nowadays.
Oh shit! I remember my mom and dad used to have an I forget what year it was. It might have been late '60s, early '70s Chevy Impala.
Yeah,
you could blow down walls with that thing. It would never put a dent in it. One.
yeah,
That's one of those that had the above between the window and the back seat where the kind of the dash in the back was so big. I remember laying in those while they were driving down the road. Like, you imagine kids doing that now, laying like in the one, they'd pull you over and you get a big fine for it. But it's like no seat belts. You could just lay in the back window. It didn't matter.
Yeah, they kids can't do a lot of stuff that we did back in the day, for sure.
No kidding.
Yeah. Blake says, Todd, I'll sell you my 98 Ranger, bro. Motor don't run, 2 tires flat, 15G, homie.
Come on, Blake, don't sell yourself short. I'll give you 20G for it instead. How's that? I'd feel like I was ripping you off if I didn't.
Listen, I lived in Arlington, Texas. They made the GMC Suburbans there. Then he says, surprised Metallica hasn't sued them mofos like Napster. I was trying to think Metallica sue for the can that you had there. What beer did you pour this time?
The Wee Mac Sun King.
Oh yeah, Sun King out of Indiana, Scottish style ale.
Scottish style ale. They're pretty good. Good caramel sweetness to it.
They do all right. Yeah. But this is, why is it not running, Blake? Just finished repairs on mine, 2 more to go, and it should run another 15 years. No doubt. Vanessa the mechanic as well. Put that under her resume, or on her resume.
No doubt.
No idea, Blake said. Vanessa, you need to go visit Blake and get his running. Fleetwood Caddy, trunk fit at least 3 adult bodies. That's probably why it's pretty popular with the mob back in the day.
Yeah, that's right. Put the whole family on there.
Growing up on the East Coast, you saw a lot of Italian guys having those big old caddies. Hey, what's going on, TK? Cheers, my friend. Happy Thursday to you guys. Don't know TK. Another great channel to check out as he's doing the beer thing as well. The mixer can make what you call them? Meringue and whipped cream lightning fast. As a kid, I used to love lemon meringue pies. That was my favorite pie growing up for a long time.
Really?
Yeah. So that made me fancy now too, because I have lemon meringue pie, but I didn't have fried bologna sandwiches.
As a matter of fact, now that you say that,
lemon meringue and Boston cream. That's what we used to. New Jersey is known for a lot of good diners, and at diners you would have a lot better, a lot. So.
Oh, you fancy, huh?
Yeah. What kind of pie you want? Apple, cherry? I want lemon meringue. What?
Move along, kid. We ain't got that here.
You can get apple and cherry.
You're in the wrong neighborhood.
100+ years of GM in Ontario. They just started developing electronic parts. Corvette. First car was a green Chevy Impala, 1967. I bought in summer 1983 in Alaska. Nice. Yeah, my first car was out of college was a Isuzu Stylus, back when Isuzu was making cars.
Oh yeah, I forgot all about it.
Before they focused cars. Before they were focusing just on kind of the SUV type stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Kegerator, anyone? LOL. Well, don't tempt Vanessa with a kegerator, chat. Kegerators will be installed in the bar as well. The patio bar section. We got a new fridge installed in the bar, under bar last week. So yeah, so she's been working toward that, and she knows where to get the Dragon's milk too. So she's gonna be making a run down to New Holland. But like, give me your Dragon's milk.
Just don't forget the backyard barbecue, so we invite us all down.
That would be a good barbecue at Vanessa's house.
We have some fresh duck eggs and whatever else is
Duck deviled eggs.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. My oldest, fastest car was my old Datsun 280. I remember the 280Zs back in the day. They did have some speed on them. I remember when the Supers came out. They had some speed on them as well. In fact, one of my buddies, he's actually, that I work with, he's restoring a Supra at this time. Yeah. I wish I would have took more of a shop class back in the day. That's the only thing I feel like I wish I'd learned more about doing stuff in car engines and everything.
Yeah, me too. I had the perfect teacher because my dad was big time in that stuff. He would do that, but
yeah,
anytime he'd go to do mine, instead of being like, "Here, let's do this," I'd sit and watch a little bit, and then I'd get bored and do something else, and then of course, he would fix it all up and be done with it. So I was like, okay,
yeah,
I didn't really have to worry about it. And Shannon's dad's the same exact way, so
yeah,
he likes to fix old things and just fix them up, kind of as a hobby. In fact, the Escape that we got, he went and looked at it with her because I had to work. So I was like, if your dad's fine with it, and he was fine with it, I was like, if he's fine with it, then I don't have nothing else to say. Because if he's good, then I'm good. I don't even have to see it.
New Holland road trip. I pulled trail over Smoker Cedric, cook, eat, and greet road trips. There you go.
All right.
Vanessa hits the road.
There'd be her own diners, drive-ins, and dives.
Yeah.
Or whatever it is. Her own Triple D.
Cheers, brother. Hopefully you're doing well up there in Chi-Town, my friend.
What's happening?
Good to see you. It's been a little bit of time. Hopefully all is well. Datsun pickup, not very fast. Yeah, you're not going too fast. You're not catching the 280Z. First car I bought because I helped my dad rebuild my oldest sister's Chevy Impala 67. So when I bought, I could repair it. There you go.
That's the thing with the cars nowadays. You can't do nothing with those things unless you're a computer whiz or something.
Well, that's how they set them up, and they moved the engine parts around to put them in spots where it's a pain in the ass to get to. So it's like it's just easier to take them into the dealership, right? Because they know how to screw with them, but they don't screw you into paying for everything.
Hell, my Ford Fusion, I have the battery sits so far back. When the battery goes dead, you almost can't get it hooked up to even jump the damn thing.
Yeah,
it's like, what are you supposed to do? And just to change the stupid the headlights on them, which I haven't had to do yet, knock on wood. But you got to basically drop the whole bottom of it off just to get up in there to get it out. I'm like, what kind of nonsense is that?
TK said his first car was a minivan. LOL.
A minivan.
That was if I had a minivan. If I'd had a minivan and coming out of car, I mean, honestly, I would have probably hooked it up with all kinds of speakers and all kinds of stuff in there. I mean. The minivan, it's the same because the minivan isn't like the van of the 70s and 80s back in the day. Because people hooked their vans up back in the day with the systems and the beds and the shag rugs and all kinds of stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, it was like you were walking into somebody's apartment on wheels or some of the vans back then, so.
Trimmed out lights inside, the whole deal.
Now you don't even see them anymore. Not even the ones with the bubble windows.
Nope.
Getting better all the time. Well, that's always good. Getting my second dose of Pfizer on the 24th. Oh, awesome. So my second dose is next Friday, which is the 23rd, so just a day ahead of you. And like I was saying earlier, I was told by one of my friends that got his, he's like, Tylenol, take a Tylenol after you get it. It's what the doctor told him. Dream car is the Porsche 911. The Porsche deal in Anchorage used to let me drive one each weekend. Those were the days.
Nice.
I don't see many Porsches being driven nowadays.
Not really.
I see a couple here and there.
My cousin has one that he bought when he took the job at IU to teach. Yeah. He's like, I'm gonna get one. That's what he always wanted. So he's like, he got an older one, but it's pretty nice.
So we hauled a lot of band equipment to and from gigs in our van. Yeah. When we were doing DJing in college, it was kind of like somebody usually have a van or some type of SUV or something. We had to load all the records and the equipment into it. But the van was always the ideal and the best one. Yeah, nowadays it's like DJs, they have all on their computers, like a laptop, and it's like, hey, DJing, like,
Yeah,
you
what
gotta
are you
carry your
doing?
records in, carry your crates in. You go to your screen and you select a track or whatever. Like, we had to get the record, get it matched up, do all kinds of stuff. It was totally different. I mean,
All they're doing is selecting it from iTunes or Amazon Prime or Amazon Music or something.
they select it and they put it onto their computer, right? And then they have like the mock records there. They kind of still do it, the mix and all that kind of stuff, but it's just different. It was like you had to, in between that time of thinking, you had the record on playing, you had to go get the other record out of what crate you need to get it out of what section, match it up. It was just, I don't know, I felt like it was just different. It wasn't just like you hit a button, it was already ready for you. But that's technology. Technology is supposed to make things easier. So that's how they do it nowadays.
Me and Shannon's brother was out at this kind of a Irish pub. I don't know if it was, I always think last year, but I was like, shit, last year you didn't do anything. So it must have been late 2019, I guess, in the fall at some point. There was a dude that was DJing. It was just, the pub is just like like a shotgun style, just kind of long and narrow. But he was DJing, so he's just talking to him. And it was like you were saying, it's like he had his computer set up and he had this just little bitty thing, and he had just enough on there where he could still spin, kind of scratch or whatever if he wanted,
CD type thing or something,
equalizer or whatever. I was like, "What do you?" He's like, "Oh, this is what we use now." I'm like, "Really? How's this work?" So he was kind of just showing it. He was pretty cool about it. I was like, "Oh, this is awesome." He just hit the thing and he could scratch or do whatever he wanted to any song and mix it up. It was kind of cool. I was like, "Damn."
Yeah.
That video when he put the vinyl on there and had to scratch, really scratch it.
But it doesn't have the blood sweat equity of actually. I don't know. I'm mixed emotions on it. Yeah,
that's the old school coming out in you right there.
Like in my day, Sonny.
You're like, that's not DJing. You want to see some DJing? Watch this.
You're just selecting. You're not DJing right now. So yeah.
As you get the records out and blowing all the dust off of them.
Yeah.
He's going, yeah, well, I carry 5 million songs. How many you got? Well, I got 40 albums. Is that enough?
You didn't feel it the next morning for carrying all the crates and stuff,
True. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. It's done to make you the deal. Exactly. That's how they're setting them up on a lot of those newer type vehicles. Mm-hmm. You get so pissed off, you like just take it in and get it done.
Exactly right.
Not a big vitamin person, but I heard doubling up on vitamin C helps with side effects. So there you go. A couple extra glasses of orange juice, maybe. Blake says, "Hey, Todd, when we all going to play COD or NBA?" Asking for a friend.
Well, I'm down with the NBA, but I don't have the new COD, so not yet. Unless if it's on sale, I might have to pick it up.
Yeah. Which also on sale, Blake, by the way, because I know Blake was looking at the golf thing at one point. When he saw us playing, golf is also on sale right now. It's like $19 on the PlayStation.
Is it still?
Store.
Okay.
Yeah, it went back on as part of the current sale. Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. That's a fun game. Yeah, get that one, Blake. We could definitely hit that in up. Oh, God.
Yeah. They also put the NBA 2K21 on sale for like 19 something. But there's so many people still playing 2K20. I'm not worried about getting a new one yet.
Yeah. I'm actually thinking about getting the new baseball one, MLB, the show.
Do I like 8-track, the old 8-track players back in the day? those had to go at some point. But actually, when I was a kid, I had a stereo had an 8-track in it. So you put the 8-track in, and it would go from the songs pre-cassette. You had the 8-track tapes. And then at a certain point, you start skipping, which was a pain in the ass because it wasn't like a cassette. Like you couldn't fix it. Once you started skipping, you were done with it. Yeah, it was over.
It kind of reminded me like the old Nintendo games where you try to blow them out, thinking that's gonna work or something better. It's got some dust in there, just blow it out a little bit.
And the funny thing about the Nintendo is that they actually posted a thing about that, like. They said it was one of the misnomers of myths where like if your game didn't work, you blew into it, and they said it actually doesn't do anything for the game.
No,
I I'm gonna call bullshit because when you did it, it worked. So
that's what I think. I think
Yeah.
I saw that too. Like, no, that doesn't work. I'm like, it
Yeah,
did something to it because it didn't matter. It worked every single time.
when I did it, it worked. So I don't know. Nintendo, what you're trying to say there, but you may not think it worked, but it did. Atari, even the old Atari 2600 back in the day, it would work.
Funny thing, he's talking about albums, and now they've come back kind of popular again. Because our daughter, she wanted a record player and some, except for they're not records no more; they're vinyls. So now you got to,
They call them vinyls now.
Yeah, they're called vinyls now. So I guess I know that's but they're all different. They're all different colors. Some of them are clear and they're like blue. They're just it's not.
They're still records.
They're still records, exactly. Yeah. So we were at. We happened to be in Target the other day. Oh, after we went and picked her car up. So we went and showed my mom, and she lives right by Target. So our daughter had a gift card or something she got from Christmas. So her car has a CD player in it. She's like, "Oh, I want to get a couple CDs so I can play in it." Well, she couldn't find any that she liked. The CD section probably had about 20 CDs in it now. Like there's hardly nothing.
Yeah,
they had all these out. They had all these had all these records in them. You know how much those damn things?
Target had records?
Yeah, they had a record. They had I'm sorry, vinyls. But you know how much these damn things cost?
Oh, I know they went up in great value, probably like 20 or 30 on some of them.
Shit. Yeah, they're like $32.99 if you get like a popular one or whatever. Like, good Lord.
Yeah, but I got some of the albums I got downstairs would be worth some money if I decide to sell them, because I've seen that some of the stores that we have now, like around here, and it's just like, I got that at home. Or
you're like, ooh, ching ching.
Yeah, crazy.
So my mom gave didn't give it to her, but let her borrow some of her own albums that she had, like some Village People and some Elvis and stuff like that.
Just Village People.
Yeah, just let her, use it or whatever.
In the Navy.
Yeah. I think they actually might be on the flip side. I'm not sure though.
Yeah, little macho man. Considering a Ford Transit van extended, one instead. If truck next purchase, trying to decide. What was the one they were talking about now? Like they were showing the commercial of people carrying like their Ford tailgates. I guess the new GMC truck where it has like the tailgate that comes down like 6 different ways.
Folds out or something. Yeah.
It's like you got to step and all that. Like I'm looking at the commercial. I'm like, well, that's kind of cool, but at the same point, back in the day, you just hopped right up in the pickup truck. I don't know if you really need that. Yeah. Seems like another gadget they're throwing onto it.
Just something else to break so they can get more money off of you.
Let's see. James is drinking a Pony Pilsner by Half Acre Beer Company. Nice. That's another brewery on my list when I'm back in Chicago.
I've had some things from Half Acre.
Brother Chevelle had an 8-track. We fit 2 kegs in ice and trunk. Yeah, back in the day. Porsches are great, but pricey to run daily and hard on tires. Porsche are usually packed in the garage. And a lot of people get those. They don't, well, I wouldn't say not drive them as much, but I see people that drive, like if you're a doctor or something like that, a lot of times they'll drive them more. Boys. Yeah. Dream car, never actually bought one. Still got time.
That's right.
Like 6 years away. One of my old records from the 70s broke in half when I pulled out of the store recently. I haven't had a turntable in almost 30 years, so those albums have seen better days. Yeah, I've actually got a turntable downstairs that hooks into the computer because at one point I was going to put some of the songs on the computer as well, or just play them through the computer. But I've got like 3 like those Rubbermaid tub things of records down there. What's going on, Le Champion? Wayne said.
Le Champion.
68 VW Beetle. Really? That's kind of cool.
Is that the old? Is that the bubble looking ones?
That's the old bubble one. That's like the Herbie Love Bug, I believe.
Yeah.
Disney movie type thing.
And if I could come back out with them.
Grand National will be kind of something nice to have, but some of the old Challengers would be pretty cool too. Chargers. The old Dodge, not the new Dodge, because the new Dodge, I've had 2 Dodges and both times, you hit 100,000, starts going to shit on the transmission and stuff. I had the Avenger when it first came out, then I had the Charger when they brought them back in. At 100,000, I had to dump both of them from issues.
I think my brother's first car he had was an old Dodge Dart.
Oh, I remember the old Dodge Dart. Yeah.
I forget what year it was, though. Let's see. He's 8 years older than I am, so he'd have been driving probably 85, 86, I guess, somewhere in 84, 85. So that's probably like a either early 80s or late 70s Dodge Dart. That thing was nice, though. It was cool.
Yeah. James says I can still smell the interior. Roger, Highwire's coming out with a 20W50 Imperial Style 13.8 ABV. Talk about high test comes out tomorrow. I have not.
Oh, wow.
Say now, I'm going to take my money because I will be getting this one here.
I'll have to look for it. And look for that hot chocolate when you're out there too, right?
God damn it, Todd. I didn't want to go spend any more money on beer.
Well, you already say that, but when you end up with more money than you go with because they just give it to you when you go out.
I missed the last few weeks of going because I've been trying not to go. And of course, I missed the Waldo's coming out. So I was kind of like, now I got to see if I can find that somewhere that might have been missed over.
I think our store had those the other day, and I was going to pick one. No, I was going to pick one up, and then I got to looking around something else, and I forgot to freaking go back to it. But I'll have to see if they still have them.
Have a lot of dream cars, Gilbert. Yeah, Gilbert posted some cars on Facebook. Great selection of cars, though, Gilbert. So any of those, I would definitely be rolling in that you post easily. 1925 Rolls-Royce Phantom, my dream car. Looks something like the League of Extraordinary Gentlemen. Ah, very nice. I haven't seen that movie in a few years. Oh, skipped it where the girl, she was cool and hot. Sounds like my wife.
I was like, listen, that's all right. That's fine. She's in bed if that's what you're talking about. Well, she's laying in bed.
But yeah,
she actually has to get up and take my mom to the hospital tomorrow. She has to have so when she broke her wrist, she's gonna get the rod removed out of her wrist tomorrow. So yeah. Well, hopefully she actually went to the physical therapist today, and I guess they didn't like it was rubbing on her tendon or something. So the doctor was like, "No, you need to get her in. We need to get her in here, get that taken care of quickly because he's afraid it might rupture the tendon in her wrist." Yeah. So they kind of did an emergency thing, so she's got to go tomorrow and get it taken out.
Yeah. So well, good luck with that for sure. I'm sure it's she's all set.
Yeah, I'll pass that along to her. So Shannon's going to take her over there in the morning, or she might actually be on there tonight. But
yeah. James said, but yeah, all my music is basically digital these days. I don't use streaming services or cloud. Just back up my tunes and external hard drive. I have about 40,000 music files. Yeah, that's a good amount of files there. Okay. Yeah. Were they making 80W90? My girl was changed. Not on their ABV. That would be over the what's that one from Brewdog, the snake thing or whatever, be pretty high.
We'll be getting the Avery category there.
Let's see here. Take this beer down. And before I do the next beer, I'm going to actually crack open the moonshine.
Uh-oh.
Oh, look at that shit. They gypped you on the moonshine? Look at that. Turn it upside down. It's not even full bottle. Look at that. There's space in there. I mean, that extra space is in the lid section, I'm sure, but it should be all the way full, my opinion. But they can't really because it stops there, I guess.
Yeah.
So technically, I guess I would. Yeah, but it's just funny.
I don't want no spillover when you pop it open.
I'm just going to use this in a whiskey glass because I don't have any other glassware up here. Ooh. Pretty clear. There's the look of it. The moonshine. Smells like corn and some sweetness. Ooh. Definitely got the ABV. Almost a little bit of that alcohol feel, like rubbing alcohol feel. It's not that high though, but
yeah,
you definitely feel though that you're It goes down smoothly though.
Get a little burn, a burn or no?
A little bit of a burn on the throat, but it's coming in a little bit later on the throat. You can feel a little bit in the chest.
Oh, what was the ABV on that one? If you said, I missed it.
51.5.
No.
I feel a little bit of heat.
Not so much here, just right here.
Brings up the Pointer Sisters. Heat is on. Kind of comes to mind. Not as hot as the Carolina Reaper sauce, mind you, but definitely feel a little bit of heat. It's got a little sweetness there. Definitely get like that corn feel. Feel a little bit of a nice numbing there in the cheek area. It's really not bad though. It's kind of like a smoothness to it.
You know, most of those, if done right, they always kind of smell like, oof, I don't know if I want to drink that or not. But then when you drink them, you're like, okay, it's not bad. This
one doesn't have like, usually when I'm doing the moonshine, usually it's been like the apple pie or the cherry or.
Right, yeah. Which those they cut that in half anyway. Yeah, so
this one isn't really cut at all. So it's kind of like.
I need to go down and that makes me want to go down and get the leftover jar of moonshine we got that my brother had from Jim Tom supposedly made. That's on that show Moonshiners.
Okay.
Supposedly he actually made this one. I don't know. He got it from his wife's or ex-wife to be's family of some sort. Knew how to get it or something. I don't know. We took it on vacation. We took it on vacation a few years ago and actually poured some in a plate and lit it to see if it would catch fire. It did. It was blue flaming.
Yeah. 100% made in Appalachia. I mean, when we got this down at the Gorge, this was the highest ABV one they did have there. They had a couple of the ones from Old Smoky as well, but this was definitely stood out.
You'll be calling into work tomorrow.
It's not bad. It's I can see how if you have a few of these that you're like, whoop,
alrighty.
Y'all want to see me wrestle that bear? Watch me wrestle that bear.
That's right. Bring it on. Bring it on.
Yeah, but no, first time I cracked it open and I'm digging it. It's not as harsh as like some of the whiskeys I have, like some of the whiskeys, they hit you with that kind of abrasiveness up front. And this one is pretty smooth. Now with the whiskeys, as you go up, I guess the scale and like Swami and all the whiskey guys would know, it becomes a smoother type experience. Gilbert would know because Gilbert does a lot of whiskeys. But yeah, so with this one, it's definitely got a little bit more of that smoothness to it.
It'll get you where you want to go, in other words.
It's got a little bit of I was trying to taste it for the flavors. And if it had a citrus type feel, it does have a lemon type appeal to it. So you get a feel of lemon coming through as you're actually drinking this. But yeah, I like it.
Good.
Yeah. So
never mind.
I made you do a review on that one.
There you go.
Like Dumb and Dumber. I like it. I like it a lot.
I like it a lot.
Let me see here. Something late 40s, early 60s, long, low, and tube tub. Shannon was her name. She was sexy. Excuse me. Are you making a pass at Todd's wife?
Yeah, I am sitting here, Skip. Don't forget.
Yeah, he's right here, man.
I'm right here, man. I'm right here.
You'll be glad for the extra space in the bottle tomorrow. Yeah. Yeah, I joke when I say that, but yeah, because I mean, obviously, like, they fill it to right there where it's supposed to go, but it's just funny. Is that really illegal, Cooch? Cooch or hooch? What are we talking about now?
Yeah, I was like, wait, this could go in two different directions.
This is huge. And I don't know if you're trying to follow up on Skip or something, but yeah, so this was legally bought at the store. So we have like different areas where they can sell it. Legally, it is moonshine. But there are some distilleries that have moonshine licenses now, is what it is.
Now, the one I was talking about is an illegal.
The one you're talking about, yeah.
Yeah.
And I can get that too here in Kentucky. I know people whose families have those distilleries.
Yeah.
So, shake that crick water and show the proof, son. I don't know how to do the shake thing. So Gilbert,
supposedly, yeah, they usually when on the shows they'll just shake like that, and I think as fast as the bubbles disappear, the higher the ABV is. Supposedly, I think is how it works.
So there you go. So I don't know if I did it right or not, but
I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, they just kind of always just go. They always just kind of shake it and then look at it, and they're like, "Oh, this is 160." Like, how do you know? I don't know how do you know?
I don't know. Bubbles are solid.
As you're saying, they go away pretty quick. So
yeah,
I'd say you're on it.
Yeah. So
that's what 100 proof then, I guess.
the frog eye bead on the corn liquor.
Yeah, that's what they call it too. Yep. Yeah. Frog eye.
102 proof, curl your shirtless. That's what, yeah, if you did the old smoky stuff's like 30 or so. And it's kind of like, well, I'm sorry, usually the whiskeys they have around 30 something, but I don't know. I think they're like 40 proof and 20 or something.
It's kind of like amateur hour for that one.
Novelty type thing, yeah. Oh, that's the real deal right there. It's also Reaper in that moonshine.
I was thinking the same thing, Vanessa. I was like, put some Reaper in that and see how hot it gets.
I think I feel like that would be asking for some pain to happen at some point. Moonshines are nice warming in the throat. Yeah, you got nice warming in the throat here. Like I said, you do have a lemon appeal. It's kind of like almost a little bit of that lemon, like after you have like a tequila shot or something, that lemon type bite that you get there. But yeah, it's nice. I always like the rye shine. Ryes are nice. First drink I ever had was a rye. We get a lot of rye, like the beer. I don't have moonshine, but I do have magic water, Blake says.
Magic water.
You get a jug of that magic water. Cheers, Sam. What bear? Look out for Bigfoot, right? Yeah, you have enough of that. You're looking for Bigfoot, possibly. Or maybe you're going to look for that dragon's breath pepper.
Possibly.
We're going to seek out the dragon's breath and pepper X. So let me get my moonshine out.
All right, I'm going to grab me another beer. I'll be right back.
All right. Nothing wrong with wrestling bears, LOL. Just saying, well, you may have a bear there. But I was talking about bears in the wild. Hunted bears. I think proof was twice the ABV. Yeah, on a lot of our stuff, proof is twice the ABV. Although someone has said before, I think that maybe it didn't have to be that way. I think something with Swami was talking about on a few shows back. But yeah, usually if it's 100 proof, you're looking at 50 ABV on how we do stuff here. Hey, what's going on, Rick? Cheers, my man. Hopefully you're having a great Thursday. If y'all don't know Rick, make sure you check him out. Rick's Barbecue and Specialties. He's always doing some great stuff on his channel as well, especially now that we're springtime and people are grilling. I'm telling you what, you watch Rick, you'll get some good recipes out there for barbecuing for sure. Great to have you on, brother. I actually just finished drinking a little American-born moonshine here, so took a little break from the beer to have a little moonshine. Let me see here. Yeah, proof is 2 times actual ABV. Been digging the Voodoo Ranger IPA lately, very carefully though. Yeah, the Voodoo Ranger IPA. I've somehow, for some reason, my Imperial IPA from the Voodoo Ranger has been pretty popular. It's getting a lot of views lately. But that whole series is a good series that they actually have. I need to go revisit it because there's some I have not checked out, like the American Haze and some other ones they had. And I do like what New Belgium does there. What did you get, Todd? The moonshine?
So here's that moonshine that I was talking about.
Okay.
It's it's just an old glass jar. Yeah,
so you should get.
So it's been in the freezer forever. So I don't know, but I mean it ain't gonna freeze, but it doesn't seem like it disappears quite as fast. But it's definitely 151 proof because we set it on fire and it definitely blue flamed.
Is it the faster it goes, the higher the proof the ABV is?
That's what they say on that TV show.
It
smells like pure like.
I just pulled something up here. It's a shake test. Arguably, the easiest way to gauge the alcohol content of moonshine is to perform a shake test. Although it's not an entirely accurate form of measurement, it will give you a rough idea of how much alcohol the moonshine contains. To perform a shake test, fill a glass jar about halfway full of the moonshine, and damn it, I have to click on it to see the rest. They do show a picture of it being on fire, though.
Yeah, this one definitely caught fire because we tried it.
Yeah. Fill a glass about halfway full of your moonshine. Now, here comes the important part. You need to closely examine the bubbles on your moonshine after shaking it. Moonshine with a high alcohol content will have large bubbles that dissipate within seconds, while moonshine with a low alcohol will have small bubbles that last for several minutes. The shake test is a quick and easy way to determine whether or not your moonshine is potent. Watered down moonshine will possess small bubbles that linger rather than dissipating. Pay close attention to the bubbles of your moonshine when performing the shake test. The shake test has been used for over a century to gauge the potency of moonshine. Even in today's, it's one of the most popular methods. There you go.
I wonder if it matters what the temperature of it is, because this has been sitting in a freezer for a long time.
Yeah, I know you said that, and I'm like, am I supposed to put this in the freezer?
It doesn't. It doesn't freeze, but it gets big bubbles and it goes away fairly quick.
Yeah.
It smells like pure gasoline almost when you smell it.
Does it go all the way away, or does it kind of have some lingering?
Nah, it goes all the way away eventually.
I mean, mine goes away pretty good. I'm thinking your ABV is probably higher than mine. Possibly.
But the bubbles are big and...
Yeah, the bubbles are big.
They linger, they linger for just a minute, but then it disappears. Yeah. I mean, you probably can't really see it in the picture there, but... That's supposedly the real backwoods from the creeks and straight to the jar. I don't know.
The creeks of
I don't know if it's true or not, but that's what we were told anyway.
Gilbert says higher the ABV, it's usually smooth and numbing. Column still helps the smoothness. Pot stills and 60% cast strength Scottish milk will kill the Rona. Yeah, it's smooth and numbing for sure. This guy's like, I'm just messing with Todd. No, we know you're messing with him. We like to mess back too, so yeah. Last time I had moonshine 24 years ago, I woke up married in Mexico. True story. Hey, you've been there ever since, Rick. Still married to her and still in Mexico.
Yeah.
Hey, what's going on, Mark? Cheers, my friend. Drinking Kirkland vodka and planning a trip up north. Oh, awesome. Well, let me know, Mark, when you're coming up. I actually got my second shot for next Friday that I'll be taking. I know we were talking about vaccines over on Joe D's show, so let me know. And if you don't know Mark is a common part of Joe D's show on Saturday night when they do the beer show there. So, and actually,
I always heard that Kirkland brand alcohol was good.
I have too. I heard it was actually a pretty good brand for Costco, and even the beers that are Kirkland, I heard were pretty decent. Oh God, I'm going to hate myself in the morning. I'm getting a little bit more moonshine because I'm actually enjoying this here. Let me see. I still mine in deep freeze. It does not freeze. Well, there you go. Yeah, the alcohol content too high.
Same here, Vanessa.
I tried to shake thing in my beer, but it just made a freaking mess. That can happen. That can happen. Coming through Cincinnati on the 27th of April? Or is that going to be later? Let me see. Oh, you got the tax man. The tax man cometh. Deduction. What's up? The beer guy decided to crack open Boulevard's whiskey barrel stout. Not a bad call there, my friend.
Can't go wrong with that.
And I just put up a series of some of the Boulevard videos I had there. I had to wait to see how everything played out with the brewery and felt comfortable enough that they're doing the right things and they've done the right things. So added those beer reviews to the channel.
Yeah, I've been seeing some of those pop up.
Yeah. It was the one I did today was their their Belgian quad, the 6 glass, I believe. Tasty Belgian quad they actually do.
Yeah, Boulevard's one of those is kind of not really talked about, but they do all their stuff good. Like, don't really do a lot of stuff that's just completely out of the box and, but like, oh, it's the best thing I ever had. But everything they do is solid, I think, in my opinion. I think it's just one of the breweries you can go to the store and just get something off the shelf and you're not going to be disappointed.
The 150 bought off the net really work. Yeah. You got the real deal. You have to be careful when you buy stuff off the net for sure. Let me see.
He probably hooks it up to the real waters out of the mountain down there, though.
April 27th. Let me know then. And then we can definitely see what may be happening. I think that's like a Tuesday. So you guys coming up through the week or coming up for work, I guess, maybe. Nice can, Todd. And so I'm going to crack open another beer here as well. So I'm going to crack open another one of the Patriarchy, the Mexican hot chocolate brown ale from DeClaw Brewing. And this is part of their...
we got a new one.
What's this series? The Patriarchy series. This is number 15. Wow. That they've done already.
I have to look now. We got a new one that come out today or at our store today. I can't remember which one it was now, though. I'm about to look it up and see.
Did he know what beer I'm drinking? Because it's right there. Patriarchy. The Patriarchy. 6 Glass is one of the best quads. Yeah, 6 Glass is a tasty one. And, I love my Belgian ales. That's like my favorite style. So it doesn't give me everything that I get when I get one of the Belgian imports. But it's a nice, close second to what you usually get from overseas, I think, depending on what you're drinking from over there. It's a decent... Boulevard makes decent beers. So
Yeah, I agree. The one I was going to pick up today, it was the DuClaw Patriarchy Oatmeal Cream Pie. Have you seen that one?
No, was that number 16 now?
I'm not sure. It says snack on this. Aromas are flavors of ultra soft spiced oatmeal cookies, sandwiching with the fluffiest of vanilla cream filling layered in every single sip. Golden, medium bodied, and clean and subtle with complexities and slight breadiness. But I saw that. I was like, I might have to try to get that one. But that one just hit our liquor store today. So,
yeah, this is taking a look at the can here. I'm on the DeClaw website. 8% ABV. This one is actually 7% on here. And release day March 8th. So I think that is number 16 in the series now. I can't see it on the can, but I'm going to assume it is because I got this before March 8th. Style, Imperial Honey Wheat Ale. Color, golden and dark golden. Hop variety, Bravo, Holler Tower, and Middle Fruit. Grains, Pilsner, Mid-Atlantic Red, wheat, and malted oats. Yeah.
On that one?
Yeah, on the one that you got, the one you're talking about, the oatmeal cream pie.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
It says golden medium
I was like oatmeal cream pies.
With subtle complexities and slight breadiness. You may want one for each hand. Hold on. They got a dreamsicle right now at the claw. Oh, I didn't know they had a dreamsicle. They got one that was all a dreamsicle.
Oh, that came out today too.
I'm gonna say you're gonna have to pay Biggie. You gotta pay Biggie's estate if you're gonna say it was all a dreamsicle. Oh. I'm just saying. We all know where you're trying to go with that.
Oh, that's right, yeah.
Because it says it was all a dream and then has a dash and sickle below it. I'm just saying, come on, man. I'm hoping y'all put some dollars to Biggie's estate there.
Yeah, so we got 3 DuClaws that come out. The oatmeal one was one, and this one is a DuClaw. It was all dreamsicle, and it says, Biggie fans rejoice at one of my favorite beer names of the year so far. Your classic dreamy orange vanilla ice cream on a stick dessert, all hopped up and served as an adult beverage.
Man.
It was all a dream. Used to read Word Up magazine.
Well, they have it here on our website. Like, it's all good. You'll have plenty of reasons to share, baby. It's like, come on now.
Yeah, right.
I feel like some of these breweries are kind of walking a tight line when they're doing some of the stuff with the hip hop. I'm just saying.
Yeah. And then the third one was a Sour Me Peach Cobbler. Peaches, brown sugar, cinnamon, nutmeg milled into a light-bodied tart sour with a touch of sweetness. It's peaches, spice, and everything nice.
See, I like their Sour Me series. That's a unicorn fart series they have. That's one of the.
Is that one of those? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So I was gonna stop by there because So this liquor store that I go to is one of they got two locations, and one of the locations is pretty close to my house or within a couple of miles. So I just thought when I stopped to get my second shot today, it was pretty close to there, and I was like, I'm gonna run in there and just pick some of these up. And I was like, no, I'm not gonna do that. I mean, but
the more you pull up, more I keep thinking. The more you pull up more beers, the more my money account keeps going down. It's like
it goes hand in hand.
Yeah. No, let's see. Raiden, what's going on, Raiden? It's been a while, my friend. Yo, Rod, drinking a new Game Changer beer, Goose Island Tropical Beer Hug, double IPA, 9.9 ABV, and it's only $2.39 for a 19.2 can. Well hidden ABV killer beer. I have not seen that one. The $2.39 a can. Did you get a Rod J deal, or is that regular price? I mean, that seems crazy.
For a 19-ounce can?
Did you say you knew me and they gave you a deal? What's going on?
Sound like got some competition there, Rod.
Sounds like you might have got a Rod J deal. I'm just saying, he may have.
Yeah, they came out with some pretty good ones today, actually. That new Three Floyds one come out, and an 18th Street that came out. Like, damn it, man.
Yeah, it's just like, take my money, right? Just take it.
Although I do need to kind of replenish my fridge just a little bit. Some new urban artifacts, which I know is...
You say replenish. How much do you have in your fridge right now?
Probably it's still enough that I don't need to go buy any. But...
I'm all right. I
mean, I'm not going to go thirsty anytime soon. But...
I mean, if we get invaded by Russia, I'm still good for a while.
Right. You know how it is. You don't get it now, you ain't gonna get it. So
Wolverines cake party downstairs.
that's right. Yeah.
Chase said, "Hey, y'all available through Neiman Marcus, Moet, and Shandon Champagne vending machine. Only 35,000."
That ain't bad.
You know details. Okay, that works, Mark. Yeah, that ain't bad. That ain't too bad. But speaking about Boulevard, so I did my weekly podcast yesterday. So for those of you that don't know, I have a podcast that you can actually download now. If you want to take a listen on iTunes and Spotify, and I upload it through Podomatic, but all different websites where they have the podcast now. But it's on Amazon, Google, all that stuff. And one of the things I shared on the podcast yesterday was that Boulevard actually has a new beer coming out called Tip Your Cap Baseball. And it's a beer they're actually dedicating to the old Negro Leagues, which is pretty cool.
Oh, nice.
For this season. So that's pretty cool. So they got that coming out and looking forward to seeing what they do with that one. And Four Hands has a beer coming out, which we don't get Four Hands as much here. But they're pretty popular for the veterans as well. So it's a fun thing about working. Well, not like I'm working, but about doing things around craft beer is just some of the community involvement type stuff they do and some of the different things they do to raise awareness on stuff. So
wait, you don't get Four Hands there, do you?
I think I might be getting to Jungle Gyms now. I'll have to check when I'm back.
Out of Missouri?
Jungle Gyms will be the only place I probably get it at if I get it. I've seen it somewhere around. I just haven't picked it up. So it was either Jungle
Gyms. A lot of good Four Hands stuff.
It was either Jungle Gyms or one of my other local bottle stores. It wasn't Party Stores. We don't get it in Kentucky. It'd have to be on the Ohio side of things. I saw it somewhere.
It must be.
Yeah.
But I think that's the same. I think that's St. Louis, I believe.
Yeah. I got another place that's kind of, they pretty much get beers that other beer stores don't usually get. And they kind of get stuff like Four Hands and things. I'll have to check with them. And another interesting story I saw. So I don't know if we talked about it on the show here at some point or not. I know it was on one of the podcasts weeks back, but they were using robot dogs to deliver beer in some of the bars because of social distancing. Pretty much they created a robot that brings you your beer and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
They have one of them now where you can order it to basically pee the beer out. So the dog like is peeing and it pours the beer into a cup from it peeing. And I'm like, why would somebody want to order that? Why do you need it? Why would you need something like that to be one of the capabilities of this robot dog? I don't know where that thought process comes from. Like, hey, I want a beer, but I want it to be like the dog peed the beer for me. Like,
don't need that real of it.
Yeah. It's like, who would come up with a concept like that? So people are just weird sometimes. That's all I'm going to say. They're just weird sometimes. Like, why would you want
most of the time? Let's say most of the time.
I mean, unless you're putting maybe a macro in there that you're considering piss beer or something, it doesn't make any sense to have a robot dog peeing the beer out in any type of fashion. I mean, in a way, I'm going to look at you funny if you want a beer poured from a dog peeing. Like, what are you into?
Well, they're probably going, oh, it'd be cool. We'll have these robot dogs. And then somebody else at the table goes, it'd be even cooler. We'll make it look like they're peeing, and you put your glass up to it and fill it up.
That's like
how it went. They're like, that's brilliant. Yeah, let's do that.
It sounds like when pot drinkers try beer or something, they come up with that idea.
You're like, really? Come on,
Mark
man.
says, hey, this beer tastes like dog piss. Maybe a peas malt liquor. Maybe. You want to load the malt liquor into it. But it's just funny. When I saw that story, I'm just like, who thought this was a good idea? Why are people ordering it this way, possibly? But
right.
It's just.
In some cases, maybe it tastes better than what you might think. I don't know. Depends on what beer style you're going for.
It depends, I guess. I mean, you got any Miller? And then you're like, oh, yeah, the dog starts pissing out the beer. So they'd be like, oh, it's messed up, man. That is messed up. And I saw Ohio is now 5th as ranked by the Craft Beer Association for beer production now. We had 47 breweries in Ohio, and we ended up moving up to 5th for beers produced through 2020, I guess. So we knocked down Texas to number 6, which is huge because Texas is
nice.
So we were able to actually move up to top 5 now. Like I tell people, and you know this, Ohio's got a lot of good beer around. Not even just where I'm at in the Cincinnati area. If you go to Cleveland, if you go to Columbus, if you go to Dayton, even up around Toledo and Akron, you'll find good breweries and stuff. So Ohio's got a lot going on for the beer scene.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
Your area especially.
Rajay's Yingling Lord Chesterfield available. I said, no, it is not. And that's one of the beers that I want to try. And I'm actually from New Jersey, so I'm going to be driving back home at some point to go visit my mom up there. And I'm going to be going through PA, and I plan to hit Yingling at some point when I go through because I plan to get Lord Chesterfield and other beers I don't get from them usually. Some of their beers you have to get right into that area at the brewery or near the brewery where those are actually distributed. But that is one I've always heard about as being a nice beer to try.
Be interested to see how that goes if you do get one.
Yeah. And I can feel that moonshine a little bit too. I see a bit. Shine on. What's that song? Shine on. Yeah.
Just a little nightcap.
Yeah.
Put you to sleep.
What did you do to moonshine? Did you drink it?
No, I didn't drink any of it.
What the hell? I thought you were going to drink it. I thought we were drinking the moonshine.
Oh, well, I mean, I guess I can take a drink of it.
Why can't you?
No, I said I guess I can. Ain't no reason that I can't, I guess.
Let me drink
might
moonshine
help
myself.
my shot wound. Might help my wound a little bit.
It might be. Yeah, good medicine.
I'm just going to drink it straight from the jar like the old timers do.
There you go.
I mean, it smells like pure like rubbing alcohol.
That's moonshine.
Doesn't taste like it though.
Yeah, it's pretty smooth.
It's got some burn to it though, a little bit on the lips. Not so much here, but right here.
Right here.
But it's not bad. I mean, it does taste like it's probably was made out in the woods somewhere.
Yeah. It doesn't taste like it was
that corn, kind of that corn wheat or corn taste to it, I guess.
Doesn't taste like it was peed out by a robot dog or anything.
No, it doesn't taste like that.
That's one of the most bizarre stories I saw this week. I saw another story, and like we haven't done like any of the beer crime type things or whatever, like we did a few times. But a woman got arrested for pushing her mother through like a glass table because she spilled her beer. It's like
wow. Her own mom, her own mom
through the table. I mean,
what kind of beer was it?
It wasn't like it was a Sam Adams Utopia, so anything below that doesn't even matter, right? I mean,
I was gonna say it was like a Miller Lite, Bud Light. Yeah. Jeez.
It probably was something low end like that, but
that's crazy.
To push your mom through a table because she spilled your beer, that's just
that goes to new heights right there.
Yeah. So I am actually feeling pretty good, Skip. I'm kind of relaxed, chilling.
I'll be right back.
And I don't have to get up till 7:30, so I'll be able to sleep all this off as well. And I wanted to try that moonshine, just hadn't got into it until now, so it's pretty tasty. You must be absolutely shammered. Nah, you build up a tolerance over time, and you have to know your levels, know your limits, and take your time. You don't want to get on and get all shit-faced and everything, which that has happened to people I've seen before too. Schaefer, God, I've had a Schaefer beer since. I think the last time I had a Schaefer beer might have been somewhere like 1988, 87, somewhere around there, maybe. I'm thinking even in college, I don't think I had a Schaefer one in the early 90s. It's been a long time since a Schaefer beer. The fact that 7:30 isn't early for you is impressive. Well, 7:30 is earlier than I like, Skip. It's just it's a lot later than like say Todd. He has to get up like at 5 something, I think. So for me, 7:30 works out well. Usually on the weekend, I like to actually sleep in probably about 9:30 or 10, depending. But then I'll go to bed a lot later. I'll go to bed like 2, 3 in the morning or so. Usually for me, a night of sleep, 6 hours, 6 to 7. 7 to 8 is actually freaking awesome if I can get 7 to 8. But usually 6 to 7, somewhere in that area, and I'm usually good to go. I get up and I get the coffee. Unless the coffee gets in me, I get rolling from that point. And then it's just like you mow right through the day. 88 sounds right. Yeah, it had to be like back like after kind of high school, freshman year, college, somewhere around that time. Because I think I came off the Schaefer rather easy. Now in high school, like the first time I got served when I was high school, I was a freshman because I was actually one of the bigger guys and I could actually grow a beer. So I was able to get served at our local liquor store. And I would actually have seniors asking me to buy them beer when I was in high school, which was funny. But Schaefer was big back in the late 80s, well, all through the 80s, really. And I think that's kind of the last time I had something like that. But back then, I was also drinking like Schlitz. I was doing the Red Bull, the Blue Bull. I was doing malt liquor back then, Colt 45, the Cookie 900, the Mickey's. We were drinking all kinds of stuff. Back then, when you're in high school, you're just getting your hands on what you can get your hands on a lot of the time. So, but the 40s were kind of a big thing, and then some of the low end, like I don't know, it's like bum type stuff, but like Wild Irish Rose or Boone's Farm or Mad Dog, you know.
I was gonna say Mad Dog.
Shit, where you didn't have your taste buds developed yet that you could drink, and then we give you a buzz. That you look back now on and you're like, what was I thinking back then? You were young. You were learning. So, but the first beer I actually had that I kind of snuck off when I was like a kid back then was kind of the Miller High Life. Back when I used to at my grandparents' house, I'd ask for me to get them a beer or something like that. I would, you steal a sip here or something. The first whiskey I actually had was actually a Scotch. It was Dewar's. No, it was Cutty Sark. My mom used to have Cutty Sark hidden. And one day, me and my buddies were over, and we snuck into the liquor cabinet, and we were drinking Cutty Sark. And they're like, how do people drink this? Like, why would anybody drink this stuff? And lo and behold, later, find myself drinking this stuff. Funny how that works out. You remember the first liquor?
Oh, that's why.
You remember the first liquor was that you had?
Probably like you ever had like Purple Passion?
But that's not liquor though. That's like
That's more kind of like Boone's Farm or something,
yeah.
I guess.
I remember Purple Passion.
First liquor, yeah.
Was it like your parents' cabinet that you got it, or did you get it at a party, or?
No, it would have been at a party. It was at a party, but I'm trying to think of what it would have been. Probably like vodka or something, I'd say.
Yeah.
Like liquor of that sort.
Yeah. Vodka was big once I got into college. It was like we were doing shots of vodka and stuff like that, like lemon drops and things along those lines.
Yeah.
Vodka was always an easy drinking one though, because it had no taste really with it, But Everclear was the big thing when at WVU, like our parties, like
Everclear.
The trash can parties of just like lined cans, and it was Everclear and like juice, or they have big fruit where the
jungle juice,
the Everclear had been put into the fruit, so you're eating the fruit and you're getting kind of a buzz of the Everclear as well.
Yeah.
Oh,
jungle juice.
Yeah. It was fun being at the top party school in the country at the time. So, yeah, we partied like almost like 5 out of 7 days a week. You were going to a party somewhere. So, I had friends that failed out after the first semester there just because their GPAs were so low. It was kind of like,
surprise.
Like, you got a 0.25. How the fuck you get a 0.25? Were you going to anything? Like,
Nope.
Like,
you passed a sign to your name. What are you doing?
My freshman year, we actually had the guy on our floor, because we were in a dormitory in a high rise, and he was the one that did fake IDs for the kids like on campus. He was an architecture major. So when I went back in college, it was 87 when I went to college. Back then, we had this camera, which is back out now, like the Polaroid the one step. You know, you press the button, you had your picture, you had to hold it and flip it, and the picture came out.
Right, yeah.
So
Shake
he'd
it
have
like a Polaroid picture.
he had his closet, and he would stand in the closet, and there'd be half the wall would be the state of Pennsylvania. Pennsylvania had the easiest license back in the 80s to actually duplicate. So it'd be next to that, and you would stand next to it. He would take a one step, take your picture, say come back about 20 minutes. He would get all cut down on kind of stuff and get it all laminated into a thing. That was your fake ID. Dead watch. Yeah. So it was like he was on our floor. So it was kind of like we had the hookup. So it was just like it was awesome. But it's funny because it was just like everybody was the same guy from Pennsylvania. Because they were checking it, but they weren't really checking it. They were looking at the date of birth, but everybody had the same name, going to different bars.
Right.
He would space out like every few people going in, and like the guy would never catch it. Like
going McLovin. That's a weird name. Just one name, McLovin. Like like Prince, Madonna. Sure.
Oh man, the 80s were so fun, I tell you. Nowadays, you got all kinds of shit on it where you can't copy them, which sucks. The one beer to have when you're having more than one. Good moonshine has fewer adverse reactions than some more expensive spirits. Oh, good to know. I feel good having this moonshine now. So I still got some of that hangover stuff too. I can drink if I want to, but
there you go.
I don't have enough to give me a hangover. But if I get in the morning, it's actually good that you can take it as an energy boost as well. Being from New Orleans at 87, I was drinking a Beta beer, one of the first craft brews. Yeah, Beta. Down there in New Orleans, I haven't done one of their beers in a while, but I've had the Andy Gator and a lot of their other stuff they've actually done. Purple, it was Purple stuff they had there, and a few of their other stuff. I might actually still have one of their barrel aged beers I got to do a review on. High school in the 70s, my buddy somehow obtained a bottle of Drambuie. Nasty stuff, but you guys drank it. I bet you drank it.
He's got it. Everybody come over to his house. And everyone's going, oh, God, this is terrible. Give me more.
This is terrible. Pull me another one, right? Yeah.
I'll have another.
Purple Haze. That's what I was thinking of. Purple Haze. Thank you there, James. Had a fake PID back in 83. Yeah, see, Martin, Pennsylvania was the state to copy. The Keystone State was the easiest state to actually have. So word must have got out. Funniest thing is when in college, a couple of times I was actually working the door for we did a comedy club thing where we bartended at as well. And so if I wasn't bartending, I would work the door and I had to take IDs. I had one person give me an ID that was so bad. It was like, seriously, dude? And it was just like, if you got the balls to actually bring me this ID, I don't care. I'll let you in because it's just terrible. Don't get me where else going this. Yeah.
Don't hate the play. I hate the game.
Yeah, this is just a mess. It took us about 2 years. 2 years to drink the Drambuie, so you didn't drink it all, but you still finished it later on.
Yeah, just in for the long haul.
Just sitting around. Have we got any of that Drambuie left around here anywhere? Hey, what is going on, Violent? Just got to work bottoms up. Yeah, bottoms up to you as well, my friend. And nice that you got off. Yeah, we're actually drinking a couple beers and a little bit of moonshine tonight, Violent. So Violent gets good beers though too, because he's up in New York, so he gets other half and stuff, as much as like Joe does. Yeah. Well, shout out to Joe. I haven't talked to Joe in a while, so need to shoot him a thing. And I know he's doing all right because he's been checking in on some stuff there. So yeah. Still feel like I want to sing that song "Shine On" for whatever reason. Drinking the moonshine.
Go ahead, belt that out, Rod. Just
yeah. My wife like, I'm trying to sleep right now. What are you doing? Here's one of the worst things I've seen for this week. So Saturday, we're actually having a seltzer fest here.
Seltzer fest?
Exactly.
On purpose? What is going on?
It's actually sold out. There were 3 sessions, so they've got like 95 different seltzers, and just like a
Sold
beer
out.
fest. It's all seltzer. Like, I don't get it. I mean, I can't get a beer fest, but now we have a seltzer fest. I'm really starting to think 2020 was just a trailer for 2021. I think it's just like not
No
going to get any
kidding.
better. Like, you're doing
Yeah.
seltzer fest now, but there's no beer fest. But you're doing seltzer fest.
Seltzer fest.
Yeah.
I mean, you got the second largest German fest. Are you trying to get to be the largest seltzer fest? I guess maybe. Like, that ain't nothing. Go here where there's 95 shitty beers instead.
It should be a hard accomplishment to do a seltzer fest and be, you're the only one doing it, so you're the best. Yeah, it's like,
That's right. Yeah, that's right. All right. First off, I don't know what's worse. There's actually a seltzer fest, or there's actually 95 breweries that do a seltzer.
Or there's actually people paying to go to it.
And paying to go to. Yeah, there's three problems with that right there.
Yeah,
for sure.
It's just like, man, what is going on here? Where am I? Yeah.
Part of this, just a little part of you wants to go, though, isn't there? Just a little bit.
I just want to see who's all there. Like, start taking names. Like, what?
Is Braxton going to be there with their seltzers?
Oh, I'm sure Braxton will probably be there. But, again, it is not to hate on the seltzers. It's just like, seriously, we got a seltzer fest, but we can't get a beer fest. Just something wrong.
Yeah, exactly.
Wrong in the world.
Although our beer fest, that's usually in June, is going to be anticipating in the fall.
What is?
Our local beer fest the one that we like to go to, that we was trying to see if you guys wanted to come down.
It's going to be doing it in the fall then.
So they're supposedly going to move it in the fall if everything goes as planned.
Well, I mean, it's a possibility.
Which would be even better because they won't be sweating bullets all the time.
Yeah. I mean, that could be a possibility. I mean, she's definitely wanting to do something after getting vaccinated. So.
Yeah. So I'm hoping, which I'll let you know, but I think it's gonna be. I feel like it's gonna be like late September, or October, or something maybe. Which that'd be perfect outside by then, or not? Maybe not perfect, but you know how it is around these parts.
Oh yeah,
about the same weather as I do. It still could be 95 degrees. Who knows? But
it won't
should be nice out.
At that point, won't be any cicadas to deal with either. So.
True. Yeah.
Back in a couple weeks. Chester turned 18 during Nixon administration with legal drinking age. Yeah, I remember my freshman year of college. I think the age went from 18 to 21, or if not that year, the year before. But they used to basically say at our dormitory where we stayed at, like they used to have kegs in every corner, and I mean it was really, really a party school at that point. But yeah, so just missed it by that much, as Get Smart would say. Missed it by that much, Chief. Shine on Harvest Moon, yeah. Shine on. Love those low-cal alky seltzer. Yeah, they do. I mean, but I'm like, can you bring vodka or something to add to the seltzer? Because
some Jolly Ranchers, something.
Yeah. God, seltzer's just Zima reborn. Ourselves taking up more and more room on the shelves. It's a damn shame. It is, but yeah, it's crazy how much is happening. But I mean, it's a thing that I don't know if it's the millennials or the Ys or the Zs, whoever, they're going for it.
Yeah, I'm not sure what market you're hitting there. Maybe a little bit of both, of all, I guess. Maybe.
Yeah, like I said, it's not
maybe non-traditional beer drinkers, maybe womenish. Like, okay, this is like a seltzer water. Cool. Yeah. And I get drunk. It's even better. Maybe, I guess. I don't know. Apparently, there's a market somewhere for it.
Somewhere there's a market for it. I don't know where that market is, but it is.
Me either.
Yeah. Just had a distillery open up in town. They make all sorts of moonshine. The local undertaker opened it. He won a contest. It was a TV show on Discovery Channel for moonshine. Oh, nice. I wonder if he was part of the moonshiners then, because the moonshiners had a contest to find like the best thing, the best moonshiner or so.
Yeah, they had like a separate show where they'd have different people come on and make their own kind of brew or whatever, shine or whatever. Yeah,
and they're all Discovery.
It probably was one of those.
Yeah,
Probably was.
Dovetail Brewing Chicago did an April Fool's joke pretending to release a new seltzer called Cool Shit Water. That's funny. And I've actually got 3 of the Dovetail beers here finally, James. So I'm going to check those out. Probably going to do reviews on them this weekend, but one of them was a Rouse beer, which I'm really looking forward to trying. And Tremaine, you stop spreading lies there. Said Rajay loves hard seltzer.
He does, Tremaine. Don't let him lie to you. He loves them.
I'm going to send them all to
top of his list.
Send them all to Tremaine's house. Yeah, Moonshiners. He won season 2, so there you go. Nice. What's that like? I watched that one on this one and stuff. Peter Cheney, that's the person.
I'm about to look that up. I like Moonshiners. I watch the seasons of it. Just kind of good entertainment.
Awesome beer by Dovetail. You love it. I'm expected to. Yeah, actually, when I grabbed it once here today, I had them out there, but I did do them for tonight because I like to save those for the reviews when I do them. So hopefully I'll have those there. Man, I did like 5 reviews. I did 3 reviews down in the gorge, and I had a mic in on my camera that I had with me. It didn't record, so I lost all the reviews on that. And I came home and tried a couple, and I had a couple missed. So I lost like 5 reviews. That's why I like to make sure I do it here and I can review the beer and stuff. But I forgot which ones I had. I had one of them, actually, I did hear, and James, you'll know this beer, was Off Color. I did their Dino S'mores, and the audio didn't record on the camera, which sucks. And that was a really good beer, but I got the coffee Dino S'mores, so I'm going to do a review on that one as well. You always welcome to the career. Well, I appreciate that, Tremaine. Definitely, once all this stuff gets cleared and we start getting back up, when I'm back up around your area, I'll definitely let you know and try to hit some of the breweries and do some stuff up there as well. Like I said, Ohio's got it all popping on different beers. We only serve hard seltzers. See, now I'm not going to come by. Now I'm going to turn
2
around,
of your favorites.
Get back in the car.
All the seltzers and shandies possible.
God. Yeah, people probably drinking those right now, going crazy for summer shandy. I don't get it.
I mean, that could be the only thing that would make that seltzer festival any worse. Is just like, oh yeah, on top of it, we got 75 shandies also. Like, what?
Could you put the shandy with the seltzer? I wonder how that would taste. Would that possibly make a better deal? So,
I mean, is it going to get any worse?
For Silby, I don't see how. I don't see how it could be worse. So.
Right, that's what I mean. I don't think so.
Maybe put some of that Carolina Reaper sauce in there I was talking about. Man, that stuff is hot. That is hot.
Like Emerald Lagasse.
It's like Reaper sauce. It's just Carolina Reaper, salt, and vinegar. Get after it. That shit was hot.
Kick it up a notch.
You're freaking burning out my tonsils. Yeah, I gotta share that. I'll share it out on the food channel. I'm just like, I dare people to go out and try this freaking Carolina Reaper sauce. Get it off of Amazon. Let me know what you think of it. Like,
is that where you got it? Was from Amazon?
Yeah, that's what she ordered it from. So it's kind of like, yeah, give it a try. Let me know what you think. You think you're bad enough to try this?
What was the name of it? Do you remember?
It's called Carolina Reaper sauce.
Oh, was it?
That's it. See if I can pull it up here because I know what the bottle looks like.
Carolina Reaper hot sauce?
Just sauce.
Oh, here we go.
Wait a minute, let me see. What do you got there?
Well, pulled up a few. This one is Amazon's choice. Let's see if this is it. Oh, where'd it go? Extreme Regret. Is that one it?
No, it ain't that one. It's hotter than that one, I bet. Of note, neither Dovetail or Off Color make. I can appreciate them not making IPAs and kind of going with what they're going with. I mean, I feel like a lot of breweries just jump on the IPA train to jump on it. Jump on it.
Is that it?
No, not that one.
Dang. I just put Carolina Reaper sauce. Those are the first ones that come up.
It's kind of got like a bottle that looks like a something you would see like at a seafood restaurant, like a quart bottle,
like that.
Let me see. Yes, that is it.
Is it really?
Let me pull you up main screen here. Yeah, that shit will burn the shit out of you.
Pure Carolina Reaper, it says.
Yeah, it's pure, all right. That's like uncut Coke from freaking Colombia. That's what kind of Reaper sauce that is.
for a bottle.
Why? $11.95. Why for that? I mean,
oh yeah, it says hot sauce smash puree.
Yeah,
try if you dare.
If you dare, I tell you one thing. If you dare, why would my wife order this shit? That's the question you're going to ask.
Why would she want that? I think it was like barbecue sauce.
She thought it'd be more vinegary because of Carolina barbecue. No, that's not how it works. That's not how it works.
Pure Carolina Reaper mash.
Let me see.
Looks like ketchup.
It's like it's a little thick if you pour.
That's what it looks like right there. It looks like ketchup.
Let me see. I can pull it up here or pull it up for the screen. Yeah.
Get out some of the glare there. 2.2 million Scoville units.
Yeah, shit's hot.
Extreme heat.
Yeah, I'll pull it up here so people can see it. Share screen. Tab.
Wow.
All right, people. So this is it right here. This shit will burn the ever-living taste buds out of your ass. This is who the hell made the 4.5? This shit is hot as hell. It's let me see if we can think here. They put it in there like it's ketchup. You would not want to dip into that bowl. I'm just telling you.
Yeah, say you'd be done after one fry. You'd be done.
One of the hottest peppers in the world.
The last picture it shows them like coming down the conveyor belt.
You look at this here, like you would not want to set up your Reaper sauce this way because I'm telling you, you're asking for pain. Like Mr. T, Rocky 3, pain. That's what you're kind of looking at there. 1.4, 2.2 extreme heat. Yeah, make it look as adorable as you want putting it outside there. But yeah, you see where it's not nice. Look at all the Reapers.
Oh, there it is. There it is.
It's oh my God, it's hot. It's hot.
What would that do to you if you actually just happen to fall into that vat of liquid there? Would it eat your skin up, you think?
I mean, it
probably up, you think?
If you either die or become the Joker, I don't know. I don't know what would happen.
It's a possibility for sure.
The only hot sauce mashed puree you'll ever need. One, who needs a hot sauce mashed puree? It's just the only one you'll ever need. I don't even know if I need one anyway. Incredible layer of flavor to meat, seafood, eggs, poultry, and much more. Discover how whoop-ass hot sauce livens up your favorite dishes and can be inspirational to invent new recipes. Inspirational to get more Pepto-Bismol, maybe.
I like that next one. It says, level up your dishes.
It's called ass
kicker's combination of ingredients. Yeah, for sure. Like what? Level up to what? To death?
This isn't about bringing the hottest Carolina Reaper hot sauce on the planet. Instead, the hot sauce enhances and levels up any dish, backed by a silky mouthfeel designed for the hot sauce. No, it's more than that. It's more than that. I've had it. Use the sauce, mashed puree on all your favorite foods: steak, chicken, seafood, pizza, tofu, pasta dips, wing sauce, and so much more that you don't want to taste.
You see yourself at a nice steakhouse or something, like, yeah, give me some of that Carolina shit. I want to put on my steak instead.
Oh my what? God. Yeah, that shit is hot. Die? That is way hot. Oh man. Thus far, I still have not found a too hot for my mouth. However, I will admit that if you're dumb enough to eat a spoonful of it on an empty stomach, you may wind up laying on the floor in a fetal position from cramps, worse labor, sweat bursting from every pore in your body, and tears streaming from your eyes. You may convince yourself that you're in fact going to die, but probably be too embarrassed to call anyone. Thankfully, you still last much longer than an hour before you feel fine again. Yeah,
that's a great description.
Yes,
but he gave it a 5. He gave it a 5, though.
He said, "Yeah, it's hot."
That's a good description right there, though. I like that.
Oh man,
In a fetal position, too embarrassed to call anybody to help.
Oh man,
there's another 5er.
Oh, this guy, whoever this guy is, Brian. He's got no taste buds or whatever left. He can go through it, and he's like, "Oh, it's not as hot enough to justify if you dare." I'm telling you, this shit is hot. I don't know, Brian. I don't know what the fuck you were doing there, but
so what would it do to a person that had, say, if they had COVID? You know, you lose your taste buds. Would it just kill your insides if you ate too much of it?
Oh, I don't know. I mean,
you can't taste it, so you don't think it's hot, so you just keep spooning it in. You know what I mean? Like
it probably would affect you after a certain point. Like, I don't know if it affects you maybe as much there as it may be like, we go to the bathroom type situation.
That's what I was going to say. Like, you can't smell or taste, but can you feel it coming out the next day?
You might feel the heat in that way.
Like, oh!
Like old NBA Jam. He's on fire.
He's on fire. Yeah, he's on fire.
It's too much. It's too much. Oh, let me see here. Carolina Reaper is hot. We add to our spicy pork and it clears out the sinus every time. Yeah, this one would definitely clear it out. Did you burn a hole in your chair, Pantron? No, actually, because I only had a few drops of it. So usually I don't have any problem on the back end of these things, but that initial heat, Tony Montoya level hot sauce. It pretty much is. It's top level. Little dab will do you, and that's what I did. Like I said, I put last night I had nacho chips and I had salsa, and I put a few drops in to kind of kick up the heat level. I'm talking about like 2 or 3 drops. And the salsa was just like, okay, I'm done with it. I'm not messing with it anymore because I can't finish the salsa. I'll eat the chips alone. The chips were habanero. That may have had a little bit of an effect on it, but not as much as that sauce did.
So how big was the salsa? Like how much that salsa? How much salsa did you have that you put it in?
It was like a probably about around this much or so. It was like kind of like a bowl you would get at a restaurant. Like we have a restaurant.
Like 2 or 3 drops is probably way too much then.
Yeah. and mind you, when I go to like the Mexican restaurants, I'll get their hot sauce and I'll into the.
Oh yeah.
No problem. This shit.
No thanks.
It's like we're not Mexican, Holmes. We're not Mexican, so
yeah.
They brought a hot.
Like, that shit ain't real. Yeah. You want some real stuff? Here you go.
It's like we're not spicy. We're just hot. You'll never eat it all. No, it's like that Drambuie. It's going to last probably about 2 years here. So.
I was going to say that. Yeah, that's the gift that keeps on giving.
Oh, you could taco red habanero sauce is my limits. At least it has a good flavor. There you go. Got to know the limits. You know, I'm going to have to go next time Jungle Jim's to the hot sauce room and see if this is on the wall there. Like, where's this Frank at Jungle Jim's? Like, where's the, you know?
Yeah. Next time I go there, I'm going to go in that room. I haven't been in there yet, but I've seen it, but I've not been in to look at it.
It's like a dab will do. Yeah, it's like if I put a couple of these dabs like on a taco or something like that, or even like, you know, like I'll have greens and I'll put hot sauce on greens or something along those lines. This stuff would just, it becomes overwhelming. Like all you get is like that heat coming at you. So it's crazy. Yucateco is tasty and soups agree. Little dab would do you too much and you'll be dipping. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, you can do this good on scrambled eggs too. I like some hot sauce on scrambled eggs. Yeah, the wife was like, well, how is it? It's like, it's hot. You don't want this. It's hot. Like, she just knew when I tell her it's hot, she won't mess with it because she does not like hot, spicy. Like, it's like, I don't even do it now. Like, she's like, don't eat any more then. I'm like, well, you bought it now. And now that I know it's $11.95 a bottle, I'm gonna just stretch it out. I'm not gonna throw it away. I mean,
That's only 3.5 ounces, which isn't really that much. Apparently it is enough.
You don't need that much.
I was gonna say apparently it is enough. But the pictures make it look like it's like a ketchup sized bottle or something.
It's like a freaking vial. It's like nitroglycerin. Just one drop. Be careful. Be careful. Just one drop.
What's 3.5 ounces? That's probably like kind of like cinnamon, like the liquid kind of flavoring or whatever you get, isn't it? Probably.
Yeah, I mean, 3.5 ounces isn't usually too big. Yeah. I was trying to think of like those liquid, like Crystal Light type things that you put in the water or something. It's not a huge amount, but yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, the bottle itself is about this tall or whatever. So it's not maybe about that tall. It's not a huge bottle.
It's skinny.
The thing is you got to shake it because it's thick. So you shake it to get it out, kind of like the old times ketchup in the glass bottles. But
it looks like ketchup in that bowl. It looks like ketchup.
But here's the thing. You can't shake too much because too much will come out and then you're just screwed.
And you're like, oh, now what do I do?
You're trying to measure the shake out as you're doing it. It's like fucking having a shake weight. Does it have an expiration?
We all seen those videos.
I don't know if it has an expiration date, but I'm going to stretch it out as long as I can. I'll have to check that for sure, James. I mean, this is hot. This is like, I don't even know. I was like, I'll have to check to see on YouTube if anybody's done a challenge with this one and see what they thought of it. Because to me, that shit, I love spicy food, and that will burn the shit out of you, I thought. So,
what'd you put it in? Chili or just your nachos?
I put it in a nacho dip. I tried it on that. I tried it on something else that we had. I think it might have been greens or something last week or something. And it was just like, I finished it, but it was just like, whoa, this is not for like the novice level. You know, I mean, you're jumping right in. It's like jumping.
So maybe if you make like a big pot of chili, you could just put maybe a little dab or two in there and mix it in for the whole thing. Maybe it'll be okay.
Yeah, try to cook it all. Yeah, I mean, if you do something like that, maybe and cook it down. Yeah, so I think with that, you probably get like a few drops in to add a little bit of that kick, but it's just like.
But you gotta put a bowl or two out for Janice on the side just in case, and then try it for yourself.
Dude, when you take like one bite and you're already wiping your brow, and it's like you still got more to go.
Instant water comes out. You're like, what the hell is this?
It's like, no, this is hot. So that's the Carolina. It was a pure Carolina Reaper. If you want to try it, it's on Amazon. It's hot as hell. I'll probably do a thing like I said on the Food Channel talking about it. But that hot sauce is no joke. It's kind of like that's the kind of sauce, you know, for us being like guys. Don't get that on your hands anywhere and then have to go to the bathroom later on.
Yeah, wash again.
I'm telling you, you will be hurting. And your wife will hear you or your girlfriend will hear you let out a loud scream. So make sure you wash your hands. Like that's the kind of stuff you want to put gloves on. If you're making food and you're using that kind of sauce, wear gloves in the kitchen. Just like if you were cutting like, you know, a hot pepper, like a Reaper itself, and you didn't want the seeds and stuff on your hands. You gotta suit up. As we used to say.
Yeah, you gotta call in. Yeah, you gotta call in the armed guards for that shit.
Yeah, because that shit is hot. But on the other side, it was good once it settled down off the heat, but that heat just hits you.
Not even sure. I mean, is there really anybody that actually enjoys that kind of heat? Like,
there's a lot of people.
This is the best thing ever. I'm like, no, it can't be. There's no way.
I think there's some that do enjoy a lot of heat, but I think there's a heat factor, but you also want to have the taste factor. Like if it's so hot you can't taste the food, I think that's
right. That's what I mean. Like it gets to a certain point and you're just like, okay, if you're instantly just sweating instantly, like I'm pretty sure it's probably too hot and not enjoyable. You know what I mean? Like, give me something else.
If you run into
Call
the
me
fridge,
what you want, but I'm gonna get something I can actually enjoy.
If you run into the fridge asking for milk, it's like, yeah, it might be a little too hot. It's like
right, exactly.
There's a commercial they have, and it's like a family on a trip going across country, and they got like a Jeep or whatever, and they stop at a place to get jerky. I don't know if you saw that commercial or not, And so and it's like atomic jerky or whatever they get, and they're like burning. It's like they got a race to get milk or whatever. And it's like that's how this feel.
Yeah, they didn't look at the bag or the label or whatever, and like, get some of that, and all of a sudden they're pulling over to the next gas station or whatever it was. Yeah, totally. Like, what are you doing?
The funny thing in the commercial, I think, is actually the one daughter in it, because she's drinking all the rest of the drink, and it's just looking at them like, y'all are dumbasses.
Oh yeah. Like, they were sitting there burning up. She's like, got all the milk. She just drank it all. Like, sorry.
Oh, man. That is a funny commercial.
Yeah, that is pretty good.
I think 3.5 ounces is a lifetime supply. It should be.
Yeah, no kidding.
If you get any Little Joe, you could hurt your girl real bad.
Little Joe.
A lot of Asian cultures love super spicy food, Indian, Thai. But yeah, and I mean, in college, I catered when I was in college as well. And we had like a pretty diverse group of people that did it. So I have friends from like over in Malaysia and Indonesia and stuff that were part of it. So we would get together and have like international type dinners and stuff where we'd have like, nights off, have fun. And one of my friends from Malaysia, she made these chicken wings one night that we were getting together, and she was like pissed because we'd always tease her because she was like shorter than us, right? So she made these chicken wings that were hot as fuck. Like, we went to get these wings and we're like, oh, that's hot. Like, even her boyfriend, who was from Malaysia, he was like, damn, what did you do to these wings? And he was used to spicy food.
Meantime, she's sitting back in the corner just like,
oh, she was cracking up.
Barely laughing, like, I'll show you some bitches.
We did finish the wings.
Payback's a bitch.
We finished them, but they were fucking hot as hell. And we stopped teasing her about being short. Oh, but no, they loved a lot of spicy food and stuff too, and that was a fun time back then because we'd have like a foods. For some reason, a lot of my friends that were from like over in Malaysia and Indonesia and even some of the Middle East, they loved. I had a special sloppy Joe recipe I would do, so they loved when I make sloppy Joe. They'd always ask me to make sloppy Joe, so we'd have like I would make sloppy Joe and they make some different stuff. We'd always had a good time, so that was an easy time in college. Yeah,
I always instantly think of Adam Sandler when they hear sloppy Joe.
Yeah, the cafeteria.
Sloppy Joe, sloppy Joe.
Chris Farley dancing around. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Yeah, I saw LaMarcus Aldridge actually retired today. I don't know if you saw that or not.
I saw that.
Yeah, so with the heart thing, that was interesting. But no, I just found out earlier today, which I got to give a toast to one of my friends, Chris. He actually passed today. I had one of my friends. He was actually one of the guys that got me really intrigued around beer. And from the Beer Fest, actually, that you've done with me, he was one of my early. We had like the area managers that would kind of tell you everything. So he was an area manager on my first Beer Fest I had done. But he went in today for valve surgery on one of his valves, and I guess it went not the right way, and he ended up dying during the surgery.
Sorry to hear that.
On Facebook, my whole feed has been lit up with different things around him and stuff from all the friends that I had, and just one of those things as a reminder. Make sure you guys are taking time to take the moments to express the love that you have for the people around you and stuff like that and everything. Because he was, I think Chris was. He was younger than me, I believe. I would say he's probably around 45, probably around your age or so. And, wife, and they had children and stuff. And it's just, just the other day, he was talking about, hopefully, I'll go in and get this done. I'll be done and be back out doing stuff again. And people were looking forward to having beers, talking about stuff. And then we all found out today. So make sure you all take moments, not just because of the COVID,
terrible.
Else out there. Don't ever take the day for granted that you can express how you feel about people and stuff like that. Make sure you guys are enjoying each moment. So, Chris, cheers to you, my friend. And I know you got a good space at the bar. If you're religious, if you're up there, I know you're holding it down. So, yeah.
Damn. Yeah, that sucks. I hear that.
Yeah, that was
But
a little tough.
that's true words for sure, because you just, I mean, just kind of shows you like how short life truly is. You know what I mean? Like, and it's a tough balance because you can't like go all out and live like tomorrow's never going to happen, because then tomorrow comes and then you're screwed. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
to a certain extent. But then if you don't, then you die, then tomorrow never comes. So then it's like, okay, all for what? You know what I mean? It's just kind of.
It's all, yeah. On Monday,
I mean, it's a tough line to walk, I guess, in a sense.
yeah, Monday I've got Gnarly Gnome. We're going to be doing a stream together. Who's actually Gnarly Gnome? He's been one of the Cincinnati podcasters for ages. He's been doing it before I even got involved doing it. And he's like, you know, he does a lot of stuff here in Cincinnati. So we'll probably talk about a little bit Monday night when he's on, but we're going to talk about some of the Cincinnati beers and different things he's seen over the years and stuff like that. So that'll be a pretty good broadcast that would do that. I think we're doing it at 8:00 on Monday. So I'll have him on for a beer talk live there. We're looking forward to that. And it was funny because I caught up with him. He was like, yeah, I've been wanting to catch up with you too. It was like, really? Like, he's like, you know, he's one of the bigger ones here in the area. So we're going to be talking some good stuff there.
Nice. What the tune in for that one then for sure.
Yeah, James said a lot of Asian cultures love. Oh, we already had that. Yeah, I got all the comments caught up, but I think we're 11:38. We're probably going to get a wrap down here to sign off for the night. And always appreciate everybody that tuned in. Fun time as always, and always a great time talking with everyone. If there's beers you guys want me to try, I want to say thank you too for those of you that have responded to the poll. You guys provided some good feedback there. So I was kind of curious. I put a couple polls out there on the community tab. If you haven't seen them, check them out on some different things, that you want to see on the beer channel that I can bring to you. I'm looking at some different beers I want to try, but I'm kind of interested in what you guys want to see as well, what you guys usually like. It seems like the ales were definitely beating out the lagers, and it seemed like the IPAs were up there as well, some different things. But I got some different beers I'm going to be sharing. I want to see what you guys want to see more. And I've actually got, believe it or not, a few macros that I'll be sharing that I've never done on the channel that people have asked about. So stay tuned for that because those will probably be pretty interesting. So a few of the big boys that I have.
You know, I was kind of, real quick, I was kind of thinking of something along those lines, like for a Thursday night. Put a poll out like on Monday or something and maybe do a beer that kind of like a Sierra Nevada or something that everybody can get.
Yeah.
And everybody vote on one, and maybe you and I can get it and have it on the show. And then everybody, you know, if everybody else wants to chime in while they're, you know, and drink it while we're, you know, watching the show or something. Like to start out, you know, first beer,
beer
of the night or something like that. Just, I don't know, just throwing out an idea.
No, that could be something too. If people want to kind of have something a breakdown like and do like a session on one of the beers, you know, kind of seeing what everybody's getting from it and kind of thoughts and feedback. That'd be a cool thing to do. So
kind of feel like everybody else can chime in and, you know, kind of get their vibes on what the beer is too. You know?
Yeah. No, I think that's
kind of something like that. Or, you know, Sam Adams. It don't have to be anything, you know, out of the box that nobody can get, but just something that in the local stores that most people can get for the most part.
Right, and kind of do a thing.
You know, maybe throw up a poll or something on a Sunday or something. And be like, all right, what do y'all want to do for Thursday?
Yeah. No, I think that'd be kind of a cool thing to kind of go through and do a segment possibly on, and you know, here we got Sierra Nevada, Torpedo, whatever. Here's what.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, what people are getting from it, what their thoughts are, with you know, kind of talking about it and stuff. No, that's a pretty cool segment to do there as well. I thought about doing some of the other things too on the channel. I mean, you know, I'm always open to what people want to see. So if people have questions, they'll do stuff like occasionally I get people asking about some of the rating type stuff. And, you know, if people want to know how to rate like a BJCP type judge, you know, I have that kind of stuff here. If you want to do stuff like that, if you want to see stuff like that on the show, we can kind of teach some of those type of things as well. So it's a good opportunity there. So I just started getting into putting some of the polls out, but definitely that'd be something good to put out there as well.
That might be something. throwing some ideas out there. Just like it might be kind of cool to see, if we're all drinking a torpedo, for instance,
Yeah.
give our opinions, and then everybody can comment on maybe what they're getting out of it, or something like that.
I think that can definitely work. So yeah, we'll take a look at that as well. With that being said, we're going to go ahead and get this baby wrapped down. Thanks for everybody that tuned in. Again, Monday night, I believe it's 8 o'clock. Let me take a look here to make sure. Monday night, and of course, it doesn't give me the thing because YouTube is weird sometimes. How they put the information. I know I got it scheduled. It's on my pre-page. You can definitely see it on the homepage for my channel here. But I believe it's 8 o'clock on Monday. And I'm trying to look on my dashboard. It's not showing me what I need to see for whatever reason. Let me see. God, this is so stupid. Anyway, Monday, 8 o'clock Eastern, I'll have on a Gnarly Gnome. That'll be a great talk as we talk about some of the different things taking place here. Not just in Cincinnati, but just beers overall. But we're going to highlight some of the Cincinnati or Ohio beers. He actually covers a lot of stuff throughout the state, kind of giving a breakdown and get his assessment on things and what he looks at in the beer. And if you don't know the Gnarly Gnome, you can check him out on Twitter. He actually does have a YouTube channel as well. That one is something more, I think, newer in the workings, but his podcast is pretty popular. And we'll break down some stuff and have a good time. But that being said, I'm going to go ahead and sign off here, not crack open anything. Finish drinking this beer here before I go to bed. A nightcap. That moonshine's got me feeling a little flighty.
A little fuzzy.
So that being said, we're going to sign off. Thanks for everybody that tuned in. Look forward to catching up with you guys soon. Hey, make it a great Friday, and we'll talk to you later. Cheers, everybody.